couple of different things today because the game has a daily challenge. It also has. I do not want the options. I want the play. Okay. It also has these extra modes. Creative mode is just you place stations and lines wherever you want. That's not that interesting. The extreme mode is a harder version of normal, where you can't move your tracks once you've placed them. I can't actually try that mode at the moment because I haven't. Oh, actually, I could, but I'd have to do it in Warsaw or Lisbon, it looks like. Yeah, to even unlock extreme mode, you have to meet a challenge which is specific to each level. And then there is endless mode. So normal and extreme have separate high score leaderboards. Endless mode doesn't have a leaderboard because it's endless. Like when would you post your score? You do get a score in endless mode. Your score is basically what throughput of passengers you can sustain. So you never lose the game, no matter how overcrowded your stations get. You never lose. But you're just aiming to transport as many passengers as possible. You can see I have tried it on London, not on any of the others. I don't know what a good score is on this mode because I don't have a leaderboard to compare to. And then there's also the daily challenge, which we'll be trying. We do have another viewer now who has tried the game. Harry tried it. So we can compare, well, and Dalhuno as well. Harry in particular did manage to beat me on a couple of levels recently. So we have another score to compare. And always, if anybody ever wants to add me as a friend on Steam, you are all more than welcome to. There is a link to my profile in my bio, I think. Tibago says they were mostly the smaller of the blowhighs. If they'd all been the big one that Emma has, that would have been a lot of money. Yes, blowhigh is available in 2 sizes, and I have the big one. He says, I forgot to add blowhigh to the cart when I didn't order earlier. Oh no, Harry! Harry! You can't be living life without blowhigh. You don't know what you're missing. Oh, I do hope you get one soon, Harry. That would be lovely. El Tibago already has a blowhigh. I don't know if any other people here have one. Hello, Vivinaut. Good to see you. Thank you for dropping by. I hope you're having a good weekend. We will be starting the game in just a second. I think I haven't turned the sound on yet, sorry. Okay, there we go. So last time we went as far as Chicago, where we didn't do very well. Although this one was hard. Yeah, nobody did very well in this one. Looks like Harry also struggled. Morakondo was really good in this one. He got like top 5%, I think. I'm going to start today's stream by doing some more regular levels. And then later on, after our break, we'll look at some of the other things. I think that's a good way of doing it. So the next level is Budapest. And sound is a bit quiet. Make it louder. Yes. I need to transport the people, I do know that. Renault says, I do. I hope you had a nice weekend too. Yes, I have had a very stressful time recently for various reasons. Family health and work and other such things have made the last few days and weeks not very pleasant. But I had 2 good streams. I think Friday's stream was good when we finished Botany Manor. And I think Yesterday's stream was good as well, where we finished Planet of Lana. I don't think we'll be 100%ing this game, because there is quite a lot of content, but we'll see how we go. In the early stages, I probably can have it on fast mode. I'm always reluctant to turn the speed up. So I don't know if there are any special gimmicks to this level yet. We've had things like the bullet train in the Japanese one. We do have this river to worry about. I think all the maps have rivers, just in different places. Would you rather have a line or a carriage? I think we'll take a line first. We might end up having a dedicated line on this side of the river to save on bridges or tunnels? I think they're tunnels, to save on tunnels, but only when we get more than one type of station over there. It says, I'm sorry to hear that things have been rocky, but nice that you found some respite in your streams. Thank you, and I hope other people have enjoyed watching them as well. Alhuno says, the last plushie I got was also an IKEA find, a big soft brown bear. Jungle Skog? Is that how you pronounce that? It's so comfy. I'm glad to hear you like it, Alhuno. Let's put a second train on here. I do have two IKEA plushies. I have my Blowhigh and I have the octopus. Not planning to get any more IKEA ones at the moment. What I am hoping to get is plushies for games that I've played. I think that provides a nice sort of... They're not just random plushies then, they tie into my streams. And I do have a Potato Man from Monsters Expedition, which I'm pleased about because that was a limited edition run. And I do have Madeline from Celeste. There have been quite a few other games where I've played the game, really enjoyed it, and then discovered that there was a limited edition plushie for that game like a year ago, and it's all sold out now, which is a disappointment. Planet of Lana is one such game. I've discovered that, last year they sold 300 of them, but there's never going to be any more, so I will not be having an EMA my own. Line or tunnel? We don't have any more tunnels available. I think getting at least one more is going to be important. Alhuno says, I also have an officially licensed blue spiny shell plushie that's also very soft and comfy. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for you, Alhuno, because... why is this station so busy? Are they trying to get to Plus? Let's make it easier for people to get to Plus. It makes sense for Alhuno because he does a lot of Mario World ROM hacks and stuff like that. Have a Mario themed plushie. Altibago says the Planet of Lana one was a makeshift drop. They specialise in very limited one-off plushie lines. Yes, so was the Monsters Expedition one, I think. Or maybe it wasn't makeshift, it was someone like them. Because that was only on sale for like a week. But I was aware, and this was after, they made the plushie after I played the game, so I was aware of it. Rather than ones where I didn't know about Planet of Lana until our friend Lana talked about it. So by then they'd already sold them. Maybe one day I'll be able to grab one off of eBay or something if someone's selling it. The problem is there's like bad quality knockoffs on AliExpress and stuff like that. Makes it difficult to tell which one is the original one. Wait, I don't... I don't have a train on the Green Line. What's going on here? I built the Green Line and I didn't realise there was no train on it. There's loads of people who want to go to Diamond and they can't. I'd better fix that. Might divert that. I was actually wrong about how the overcrowding mechanism works in this game. I assumed that if passengers were waiting too long for a train, then you would lose. That's actually not how it works. It turns out you lose if a station has too many passengers for too long. If a station only has one passenger waiting at it, they can wait there forever, and you'll never lose. I'm thinking maybe link up Diamond, Square and Plus all in one line. And that frees up some of these to go to other places. And I think it's good practice to make sure every line has a circle and a triangle on it, because those are... Everyone always wants to go to circle and triangle, they're the two most common. I don't really know yet if that's a good strategy. That would imply doing that so that they've got a circle. Alhuno misspelled spiny shell as that kind of shell, yes. After the streamer who was once called Spiny Shell and has been through a few name changes since then. Okay, this is getting a bit panicky. I'm not sure why. Oh, why? Always annoys me when a station is busy and then a train. I understand why, but like the train goes there and doesn't. Around. I think I might make one of these into a loop. Let's make red into a loop. We are out of tunnels, but I don't think we need any more. I think another line might be good. On account of blue being so busy. Run blue like that, maybe. Let's put another train on blue so we don't immediately lose. Why blue are you not picking up from this station? For God's sake. God, we're still losing. Hang on. Please pick up from that station. Okay, I don't really understand why this network is so bad. Maybe I've just forgotten how to play it. I'm going to put 2 trains on the red going in opposite direction, I think. And then I can build another line, but I don't actually have any... trains available to put. That's where the people want to go to Cross, but Cross is the next station, so that's fine. I do wonder if we'd be better off sending the red line through Square. There's a lot of people want to go to Square. Need to go through there, I don't think. Oh, that's overcrowding now. Come on. It's the next stop for this train, but that might not even be enough. Okay, that was enough. Yeah, as long as there's 6 or fewer passengers, it doesn't count as overcrowding, but once you get more than 6, it does. On there. I think this yellow train was a bad idea. I think having a big, let me pause a minute. Having a big long line like that was a bad idea. Let me put another line over this side to handle all this stuff. We try not to immediately lose up here. Okay, I now have three. Oh, I have 3 trains on the red, but I have nobody on purple. I need to put somebody back on purple. Let's put you back on purple. Purple's actually. Let's make purple a loop. And give it some of red's stations. Make red less busy. Okay, yellow is overcrowding again. You've only got 5 stops. I suppose it's I think circular lines do work better in this game than... I think we learnt that in the previous levels. Is this going to get there in time? LT Bago says there's a couple of stores that have Lantana plush. Looks like they're using the same pick as the makeshift shop. Oh, hang on, we're going to lose this one. Same picks as the makeshift dropping at £30, if that's what they're listing. There's a knockoff version available on places like AliExpress, which I don't want. Oh, Shell changed her name again today, says Alhuno. Okay. I will do my best to keep track of what name people have. Either I'm just bad today, or this is a very hard level, because look what's happening. I have to teleport some trains around to not lose. Wait, why did you not pick up the... the hell? Okay, I'll have a new carriage, which I'm going to have to immediately deploy here, I think. I also have to put you there. Either this is a very hard level, or I just did very badly today. I'm not sure which. But yeah, there's no way we can do all of these now. No, there we go. 776. I did notice there's this button. I didn't show this button on the last stream. In the bottom right corner, after you lose a level, there is a button with all sorts of stats, like daily number of trips, total, number of angry passengers, which you can see had a sudden spike, total population, total number of stations, total track length, total trip distance, transfers per trip, total capacity, all kinds of fancy stats at the end of the game. There's also this screenshot button, which just shows you the final. How did I do? 776. Well, I didn't deliver 1200 using no more than 2 tunnels. Bottom 35. Ah, okay. Looks like I should have been able to get to about 1300, and then there's a bit of a cliff after that. So, congratulations, Harry, because you did get to 1300. I think there's like 2 or 3 levels that Harry's beaten me on, and this is one of them. So congratulations, Harry. Altibago says I've been told off for changing my chat name colour in the past. I don't think I told you off for ever told you off for changing your chat name colour, Tibago. And if I did, I didn't mean it. Maybe in a different stream that happened. Oh, sorry. I was lurking in Ophelia's stream and she's just raided out. Let me follow this person she's just raided. There we go. Sorry, can't lurk and stream at the same time. It doesn't work. Berlin is the next one, so let's give that a go. Use the few tunnels at your disposal to connect Berlin. I guess that means we're not going to have many tunnels available. Not you, other stream. Okay. Let's try and use more loops this time. I think not using loops was a mistake before. But that already uses both our tunnels, you'll notice. We only had 2. That does rather limit how much we can do across the river. So we probably want to take tunnels when they're offered to us as often as we can. Okay. Soon I'll start another line here. Turn the sound up quickly. Yeah, I think this is enough stations that I want 2 lines, but if I've still only got 2 tunnels available. I'm going to have this not be a loop for a moment, just so that I can have 2 lines. And these guys currently have no way of getting to square, which is a problem, so I have to do that as well. Okay, tunnel is not an option. I'll take carriage, because I don't even need 3 lines at the moment, let alone 4. Yeah, see, we've got people wanting to go to square. They are going to be changing here for the time being. Star, okay. Might be worth having both lines go to star. We don't have everyone changing for star as well. And they can, if they need to get to square, they can change at star, or they can change here. Expecting stations to pop up over here quite soon. Okay, we have a unique station there. There. I notice the rivers are starting to branch. If we get a station on this little island, that's going to be a problem, because it's probably going to need 2 additional tunnels. Okay, still no tunnels. I'm wondering if loops are going to be better here. There is a way we can maybe do loops whilst still only using 2 tunnels. What we would have to do we'd have to do this and then just have one of the lines cross before. Okay. have this line cross the river. So that's 2 tunnels. I think maybe that would be better. And then make sure we have the trains going in opposite directions as well. Oh god, no! This is what I was scared of. This something appearing on this island. Because how's that supposed to work? I think we might have to just leave it there for now and hope we don't lose. Oh, hang on. All of these trains are going the same... Yeah. You want things going opposite directions round the loop, I think. They're all going the same way at the moment. Turn you round. Maybe also use these extra carriages we've got. Yeah, see this one is complaining, but I can't build there. And if I disconnect this tunnel, nobody can get to Square from this side of the river. This is awkward. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do here. Okay, alignment. I'll put one of the extra carriages on this side. Yeah, this station is awkward because it's only one stop to get to Square, but see a bunch of squares have just got on the train going clockwise around this loop, even though Square is only one station down, and so now this train is going all the way around full of squares, so it won't be able to handle much other traffic. It's not good. I wonder if it might actually be worth pointing both the trains in the same direction on this track, just because of the triangle square thing. Right, this is about to overcrowd, so I desperately need a tunnel, and it's not giving me one. It has to be a non-looping track then is the answer. Basically it has to be that. And this one can't loop either because I need... I can't do that because that would need 2 tunnels. Okay. This is a very inefficient track now with these 2 giant non-looping tracks, but we'll see what we can do. I have another line available, I just don't see how it helps. Because all the places I would want another line to be would involve going across the river. Like I'd want to connect the unique stations here to Square directly, I think. If I had another line. Or I'd want to connect these 2 ends together. Well, we're stuck with this for the moment. You can still loop... Hang on. T-Vago says you can still loop green between the southern green circle and Square. Do you mean from here to here? Because you can't do that. You can't have like a T-junction on a line. If you want to make a loop, you have to join up to the end of the line, so it'd have to join here. You either have a single line or you have a loop that goes end to end. Yeah, this is not allowed as a network. I suppose it makes sense because how would the trains know which way to turn when they get here? I agree. Yes, if I was really engineering a rail network in real life, and I was told I could only use 2 tunnels, then obviously you'd do something like that. Okay, right now we have 4 trains on red and only 2 trains on green, which is probably not correct. Probably going to lead to green overcrowding. I just hope they give us another tunnel next time. Ooh, another station down there. If they offer us an interchange, we could make this one an interchange. I think that would help. It's full of... There's still no squares south of the river, so this fills up with people wanting to go to square. And it fills up with people from the north of the river wanting to go to Star and Plus. Proving to be an issue. I'm just wondering why the squares aren't getting picked up. Still no tunnels. Okay, I'm going to put another carriage on this. Oh, it's... I was hoping it would actually pick up stuff before it left. And we have another train as well, which I'm going to put on. Again, I still don't think there's much point having another line. Because... Actually, I suppose we could make a line that's just... Ah, we've got another unique shape. Yeah, let's make a line that's just the unique shapes. Plus maybe one circle. And transfer one of the red... Actually, it could also handle these two circles. Now that the red line isn't as much of a long... quite so long. In fact, we could take that out of red as well. Maybe that will work better. I want to keep these on red because this is the interchange needs to stay on red, and also red would have no triangles. Yeah, the cause of the overcrowding right now is people waiting at this station, because we don't always have enough capacity to pick up everyone who's waiting. I'm still running red. Most people seem to want to go to one of these three unique stations, so I'm keeping both red and green lines running to those stations. Let's take red off of that circle, actually. But yeah, green is not... Okay, here comes... Maybe need to put another carriage on the light green line. Because it never actually manages to clear the backlog of squares on this station. Oh, we should probably also have two trains. Still no tunnels. Okay, we should probably have two trains on the green line, the dark green line. Be a good idea. Let's make this one a double so it can handle more. No, not a triple. Make that one a double so it can handle more squares. I'm actually not sure what the most carriages you can have on a train is. I know that you can have 3 or even 4 on a single train. But I think one train with 4 carriages is going to be worse than 2 trains of 2 carriages each. Because that can go to more places. Right, you're overcrowding. Oh, and you're not going to pick up anything from that because they're all going, apart from that triangle, they're all going south. Yeah, I don't have much to say. It's like there's a tunnel forced here to get these circles to anywhere, and there's a tunnel forced here because there's squares on the north of the river and there's other shapes on the south. And those two tunnels, since those two tunnels are forced, that's constraining everything else. I suppose if I had a 4th line, I could do something in the north like I've done in the south. Share out the stations a bit. Could have picked a 4th line at some point and done that. That's starting. Maybe we should detach Star from red. Let Star be handled just by green. So that red gets back here, because red takes a long time going up there. Yeah, I'll take another line if I'm offered one. Wait, are you going to pick up from there, or are we doomed? Oh, you're not going to pick up from there. Because, yeah, because it's only circles that way. This is... I get why it works this way, it's just a bit annoying. You don't really want to have a section of your line with just... of tunnel, finally. It's going to be too little too late. You don't want a section of your line with just... Wait, that... I literally just sent that train to go and pick up passengers from there and it didn't. Okay. We have another tunnel. I'm not sure I can quite think through the consequences. I definitely want to do this, I think. So... that's probably what we have to do. So we still haven't resolved the problem with... Yeah, the problem is all the different shapes queuing up at these circles, and then when a train finally does arrive, even if it's a double carriage one, it can only handle 12. We're gonna lose there. Okay, there was literally a train there, but we still lost. Okay, 787 I don't think was particularly good. Look at all those angry passengers. Let's see how we did. Okay. Turns out this one was hard. My score was actually in the top 20%, and almost nobody got more than 1,000. Quite a lot of people failed at 300, so that was a hard one. Harry is among those people who failed at 300, although look at Moraconda getting over 1,000. Yeah, Moraconda did well on this one. So actually, yeah, despite these two having similar scores, I should have done this. I did worse at this one. I should have scored higher at that one. Let's try Melbourne. Ah, okay. Join the districts of Melbourne with a network of slow but steady trams. So the twist this time is we're not building a metro at all. We're building tram lines. Yeah, look, we've even got a little... I mean, the lines are just going to be lines still, but the little icon is different. It's like a tram icon. At least they're adding flavour to each place. We've also got completely black background this time, and the river is grey. I've never been to Melbourne. I don't know if the rivers are grey there. I would be a bit concerned if they are. Okay, look, they are actually slower as well. That's interesting. So this is running at normal speed. You can see the trains are moving more slowly than they would normally, because they're trams. We have bridges available this time instead of tunnels. And we start with 3. So we're not going to have the problem we had with Berlin of only having 2 tunnels available. It's good. Good to know. I think this square is going to end up being a natural interchange because there's only one of them. Okay, time for a bridge. Okay, do we want a line or do we want 2 bridges? I think after the previous level, I'm going to take bridges. So we now have 4 bridges available, but 2 loops that cross a river. That's already 4 bridges taken. So. maybe put another tram on Orange Line. Oh, also, hi Izzy. Sorry I did not acknowledge you before. I would think I was preoccupied with losing at this game. Izzy, welcome and thank you for redeeming your flower. Okay, triangle. It's alright, I could see you were concentrating. Yeah, I try to look at chat. I try to remember. Okay, so far so good. Could think about making a loop out of Orange now. Oops, did not mean to move the train. I meant to move the line. A loop like that. Line or carriage? I think a fourth line is good now. Assuming we're going to be getting stations appearing over here, we can make green into a loop. And then I never know how it's going to zoom out, whether there'll be more stations up here or more over here or more down here. I guess once you've played it once, you know. The stations are random. Every time you play it, the stations will appear in different places. But they will. The map is always the same. It'll always zoom out in the same way, and the arrangement of stations will be roughly the same. Okay, we have. I don't know. Is this the is this the Aussie Rules football stadium? Do they have egg-shaped balls? Or is that just rugby and American football? Aussie Rules does indeed use an egg-shaped ball. Okay, that's probably what's going on down here then. Let me actually preemptively turn green into a loop. I might even... I'm going to send that green down there and have this green... Oops. I'm trying to... Emma, stop spaghettiing it. I'm trying to do that. There we go. I'm trying to have... 2 loops. That's what I want. 2 loops. Whilst I always want to keep a circle, a square, and a triangle on every line. So the dark green is coming down here to have a triangle. And then if there are more stations up here, we give them to dark green. I still have 3 bridges available, and I still have 1 line available. What I'd really like is to be offered more trains, but or more trams, yes. But that's not happening. I'll put another one on the orange line. Maybe we split orange into 2 lines. The only problem with that is if I split this half, we don't have any triangles on it. If a triangle pops up over here, I will split it into 2 lines. Yeah, this is definitely making me want to split it now. But see, look at all these people wanting to go to triangle. I don't want them all having to change line to get to triangle. Whatever line picks up these, whatever line serves those stations needs to have a triangle on it. And because the trams are slower, than the normal trains. I also don't really want to have a line over here and then have it come all the way over here to a triangle and all the way back again. Okay, we'll take carriage because we've got so many lines already. All the triangles are appearing up here where we don't need them. Let's put an extra train. Extra trains, we might as well use the extra trains if we have them. Okay, star. If anyone going to star will change at this square interchange onto the green line, but that's fine. The dark green line is not used very much. What I could do is maybe give some of these stations to dark green, make it into a loop. But it still has a triangle on it. That takes some of the pressure off of orange. Diamond. No? Probably going to want 2 trains on green if we do that, rather than 4 on orange and 1 on green. Maybe even 2 carriages on these trains. Okay, that station is suddenly very unhappy. Everyone wanting to go to Triangle and Square, which are the next 2 stops on the line. Oops. Just wish a triangle would show up over here. That would make things a lot easier. Yeah, I'm going to make this circle station be served by both lines, at least temporarily. We'll put the next train down here, possibly also the carriage. I have 2 lines available, but I still don't see a good place to put a 4th line, because if you put a 4th line over here, everyone who wants triangle has to change train. Well, again, you've got this. It's because there's like 8 or 9 stops without a triangle that the triangle people are going to be backing up. If it was the Japan level and was like an express train, I might consider having a line over here and then an express to take them to Triangle. That might work. Okay, I'm going to try another line. Thing like, maybe we could put. Actually, we could put these 2 stations on this line. And have it like that. Orange has a square on it already. So we could take the square off. We could even take that. Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, if anyone on orange. We need to make sure anyone on orange can get to star or diamond without having to change twice, so that is still needed. And we need a train on this line. I wonder if that might be better. And then give some of Orange's stations to dark green if we can. We'll take that one off. Maybe bring this out to here. That. The triangle on here will have to change to orange, but now it won't take orange so long to go places. I wonder if this is better. I'm not sure. The neck is not doing well today. Okay, at first glance that does seem like it's handling things better. Looks like people are using this stop for interchange for triangles, so dark green is handling the triangles, which is good. I will take another carriage. Put it on there. Oh, there's a station there. We don't have enough bridges to give it to dark green. I'll give it to orange. We have another unique station here. I'm going to put another train on purple. Okay, we've already got further than we did with the previous 2 levels today. These triangles are proving the issue. Actually, why? Hang on. Somebody just unloaded a bunch of triangles. Was that green? Am I seeing that right? Did light green just unload a bunch of triangles on this station when there was a triangle 2 stops further on and it could have just kept going? Maybe I'm not understanding how transferring passengers works in this game. I assumed if they had the right stop on their line, they'd just keep going. I'm going to turn this train round. Because triangle is there, and this interchange is going to have lots of triangles because this line has no triangles. If a train comes through this station from north to south, it won't pick up any triangles. It will assume the triangles want to go the other way around. So I think on the orange line we might actually want all the trains to run clockwise so that they pick up the triangles. I'm not sure. Okay, do we want 2 more bridges? We only have 1 bridge. I think we might need 2 more bridges because I think we might need to put a bridge here soon. Like, say a station appears here, we'll need 2 bridges to serve that station. Hello Verdsky, welcome in. Best Verd. Hope you are doing okay. Back with more mini metro, and we are panicking about our trains. Actually, we should be panicking a bit more about our trains. You go. Please go the direction I want you to go. Oh, hang on, no, that. Oh, it's the pink that's panicking. Oh, this pink train should be going the other way, I think. For the same reason as before. Everybody that transfers here is going to want one of these 3 unique shapes. Yeah, I had that set up wrong. Verdsky says, I am surviving right now. I hope you are well, my lovely friend. Enjoying the peachy background of your room right now. Very pleasing. Thank you, Verdsky. Yes, I have a thing where I can changed the colour. I have a channel point redeemed to change it, and I have a RGB lighting set up. But this is the colour. I often have it this colour when I'm working, when I'm not. I don't have people watching. I think this is a good, cozy colour to have it. Usually while I try not to lose this. Only squares and triangles they're waiting for. Either line should be able to pick those up. Okay, they are picking them up, they're just being slow about it. Thank you, Birdski, for redeeming your flower of the day. Aldivago says, I read today the facial recognition tech really struggles with juggalo makeup. So to avoid a 1984-like future, it seems we must all start enjoying Insane Clown Posse. Here we go. I said there's going to be one there. Well, possibly. There are other options to defeat facial recognition if you don't fancy using clown makeup, like just wearing a balaclava, for example. Right, we have a bit of a situation here. See if we can salvage things. I think I might start there. Or yeah, as he says, a face mask is good, sunglasses are good. You can actually get, because people have used this to avoid paparazzi, you can get special fabric that causes a glare when a camera, or maybe that's just a flash photography, I'm not sure, but you can get fabric that shows up funny on cameras, which maybe, I don't know if that helps with facial recognition or not, or well, it helps defeat facial recognition or not. Usually for flash photography, yeah, same stuff Hyvis uses. Okay, thanks for confirming. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, green is absolutely screwed, isn't it? Because I've still only got one. I've got 2 trains on green. Yeah, this might be about as far as we go. I don't really care if people recognise my face on automated surveillance systems. Right. As long as they've got me in their system as Emma and not my dead name, then I'm kind of happy. Retro-reflective stuff works well when there's a light source close to the camera lens. That's how okay, that makes sense. Birdsky says, yes, I've heard of the scarves people make of that fabric. I do believe we should fight with textiles before all becoming juggalos, me personally. Tibago is just hoping for the clown future. That's what Tibago is hoping for. I don't know. The thing is, I don't really go anywhere where there is surveillance anyway. If somebody wants to install CCTV in random obscure farm fields that nobody except me and the farmer have ever been in, they're welcome to try. Like, nobody is going to know where I was to do my botany. Unless, of course, they check BSBI's records, in which case they'll know exactly where I was on what day. But yeah, you know, at that point, they're just going to use the GPS tracker in my phone. And if they're using the GPS tracker in my phone, then it doesn't matter whether they can recognise my face or not. They know that my phone is mine, so we should probably assume at any given moment that your phone is being tracked. Do excuse me while I try not to lose here. Oh, that's still... Did you not... Oh, you want to go to square. Ah. The game. Sometimes I wish the trains just picked up the passengers even if they were going the wrong way. Okay, we did lose. If they pick up the passengers even if they're going the wrong way, at least we wouldn't lose. And the passengers would get there. It's just it would take them longer. Okay. How did we do on that one? 1558. Deliver 1,000 passengers with at least one station connected to all lines. So we needed to have a mega interchange station to get that challenge, which we didn't. I did try having a mega interchange station on some of the earlier levels, and I felt like it didn't work that well. We can bear that in mind if we want to do the challenge. Okay, top 25 is not terrible. Well, I did very well. Again, she's good at this game. We've unlocked Hong Kong. Built the Hong Kong Metro to handle rapid population booms. Okay then, we shall try that. Izzy says, if a nation state is tracking you to that degree, you have bigger problems from facial recognition. I used to agree. I think back when surveillance was quite an expensive thing to do, Izzy makes a very good point, which is, if someone is going to that much bother to track you, then they're going to track you because they've obviously decided it's a very important thing to do. The problem now is that just bulk mass surveillance is so easy for governments to do that the default is to track everyone. And then dig deeper if they're interested in a particular person. I think we're not there yet, but I think that's the direction we're headed. I think give it another couple of decades, and basically everyone will be tracked at all times, everything they do. We will have got rid of cash, so everything you spend will be tracked. Everybody will have a smartphone. And the government will have access to the location data, so everywhere you go will be tracked. I think we're very close to that now. Tibago says, fine, I'll find another way to normalise clowns. None of you are any fun. Some of us find clowns a bit traumatic, Tibago, and don't want them normalised. I completely understand if you do, I'm just saying. One important point about how this game creates lines. If you make a line between two stations, it is always a direct route. So for example here, if I said, well, I don't want to use a tunnel here, I just want the line to go like this, you see I can drag the line like this. And there are no tunnels being used. It says 3 next to tunnels, and now it says 1 next to tunnels. But as soon as I let go, it snaps back here. So you actually can't force it to not use a tunnel. If it wants to use a tunnel to make the direct line, then it will. Obviously, in real life, you wouldn't build across a harbour like this. You would do that, but I can only do that now that there's a station there. Vertsky says, you do you, but if I'm going to wear clown anything, it's going to be cute, pastel and sad and French. Yeah, I think Vertsky would rather be a mime than a clown from the sound of it. I mean, that would also disrupt facial recognition. It would also disrupt voice recognition, because you wouldn't be speaking. I think Versky might have hit upon the solution here. Okay, I think 4 lines. If I'm offered tunnels, I'm going to take them because look how many rivers there are. But I'm going to take a line for now. Yeah, let me pause this just a sec. I want to think strategically. There's only 1 square, so this square is definitely going to be like an interchange. And then we want to try and keep the circles and triangles fairly evenly split. I'm wondering about just having 4 loops for now. Do we have enough tunnels to support 4 loops? Not quite. We have enough tunnels to support 3 loops and then this. So hopefully we get offered a tunnel next time. Wait. Does every line have a train on it? Oh, blue is going over there. Let's actually do that, because unique shape. El T-Bago says mimes disgusting. Oh, okay, I see. So you're into clowns, T-Bago, but you draw the line at mimes. Is that right? Versky says, so American Sign Language is ASL. I was really wondering what British Sign Language would be called. It is indeed BSL. Well, that answers that question. Yes, because it developed completely separately from spoken language. America and Britain have different sign languages. It's funny how that works. Right, okay, we have a station that's actually on an island up here, which is a small problem because we are forced to use two, well, at least one, but probably two tunnels to access that station. So I am praying that we get offered tunnels. I can maybe just get rid of the green line and save a tunnel. Might have to do that. I would like to give this triangle to this blue line and have yellow go direct to here. But if I do that, it would take another tunnel because it would go like that and it would just go under the water, which is unfortunate. Ertsky says, I do know some ASL, the alphabet, and just a few basic phrases, but it's interesting to see the BSL alphabet so different. Yes, yes. Okay, passenger numbers are starting to pile up. Right, and we were not offered a tunnel, that is a situation. Let's see what we can do about that. We could not have a green line here and have red go like this. It is smart enough. You see how it's counted that as one tunnel? It hasn't forced me to spend two tunnels to go here and then here. But if I wanted to do this, then I would have to spend two tunnels because the station can't be in a tunnel. I'm wondering about that. It seems silly. But then nothing else can be on this line because it can't come down here. Maybe if we change red to be like this. And have green. Ah, no, then it can't do that. Because that's another silly game. I cheese this. Can I have that bypass triangle and have that come back through triangle there? Yeah, now yellow isn't using a tunnel, but it's still going to the same lines. So it's still going to the same stops. Yeah, maybe something like this. Because I think blue is going to get some more stations in a minute. Not sure yet if I want Pentagon to be on everybody's stop. Okay, we do have more trains available, as well as another line. So let's give you a train, give you another train. Verdsky says, Tibago says Makaton is also quite popular here, and Verdsky says, is this one some people start their babies off on to teach them early developmental communication for things like eat or drink or tired? And Tibago says yes, also quite common with people with autism and learning difficulties. Yes, some people with autism find non-verbal communication easier. And babies can often Babies can often do fairly sophisticated communication with sign language before they can talk. It's funny because talking is like the body has to develop a bit more before they can talk. One of my sister's children had quite a lot of, was doing quite a lot of, not speaking a specific sign language, but doing a lot of non-verbal communication with their hands before they could talk. But the other one didn't. Like it was specific to one of their children, so that's interesting. Yellow is getting a bit long. See if I can give some stops to blue. Give this circle to blue. Yellow bypassed it. I would like to give this circle to blue, but that would require another tunnel. There's not really any reason for blue to stop at that circle. In which case they could stop at that triangle. I want to battle. I don't want yellow to go here, but I need, until I'm offered a tunnel, I can't actually help it. So we're kind of stuck like this, in which case maybe yellow should have 3. Oh, yeah, we should have all, oops. All the yellow trains should be going this way round, because this interchange is going to be used for plus, and they'll only pick up passengers if they're going that way, because plus is that way. Need to be conscious of that. Oh, hang on, there's, oh god, there's an overcrowding station down here. It's on an island, I can't get to it. Okay, green, you're temporarily not going to any of these stations because I need to send red here. Okay, this is a problem. Let's hope we are offered. Oh no, you're taking the piss now. You are taking the piss. There's a station on this island. Okay, I literally don't have enough tunnels to do that. Surely. I'm only using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the absolute minimum I could use would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, yeah, okay. I could. I'd have to have red not be a loop, is what I would have to do. Okay, let's unloop red. And green would also have to not be a loop. Let's unloop green. This is not ideal. We still don't have enough. What? Oh, that needs to go there last, so we have one more. Okay. Right, this does go everywhere. But green is going to be very inefficient now due to not being a loop. Red is not quite as bad. Harry says I was hoping that would pop up. Yeah, well, you would hope it would pop up, Harry, because you don't have to deal with the consequences. I'm assuming you've played this map already, Harry, so you knew that that was coming. Okay, yellow is just struggling. Extra carriage on this yellow. Well, Right, please offer me tunnels next time. Okay, I'm gonna... Blue and yellow are doing far too much, and red is not doing very much. So, let's... Red can take care of that. It can't take care of much else because of the whole... We can actually not go to square with this line. Could go to triangle with red. Might help. Or it might not. It might be a terrible idea. But yeah, a second square did come up at some point and I didn't really notice. Nick. Right, please offer me a tunnel. Yes, okay, right. Join the green back up. And we can probably also join red back up. The best thing to do. Give you another train. Give you another train. Oh, making more stations. Have enough. This square. Oh, because of the transfer. Yeah, these all three of these are being used for transfers now. These circles. Oh, there's. Look at this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 circle stations in a row, and no real way to have them not be. Which means the trains are never going to get to the last one. They'll just be full. And I can do my best. Oh. Lines cannot run more than 4 locomotives in this city. Okay, so this line is already running 4. Do have another line. Why can it not go there? I need to make sure I don't have any tunnels on it. Yeah, maybe that, because then I can have more. I can effectively have more than 4 trains because I can put another train on here. Might be too little, too late. Give it a go. This problem, they all need to come here because square. Otherwise, we just generate a ton of traffic for. Well, blue. They can't get to blue, so it would be a ton of traffic for red. All the squares. Yeah, this is wow. We're only at 700, and already there's this much traffic. I wonder if the rate of traffic build-up is different for different levels. I feel like it must be. Because Ankara, was it? We got to 3,000 before it was this busy. I think we are losing. Eh. Right. There. Probably with an extra carriage. Here. No, that's... Train was already full. That one's going to lose. Oh, I didn't even see that one in the corner. Okay, 904, but I get the feeling that was another hard one. How did we do? It was another hard one. Okay, so top 20%, and like nobody got much more than 1200. Still not as good as Morakonda. Morakonda has consistently been amazing at this game, and most other games she plays. Okay, well, I'll take that. Top 20%, could be worse. We still have tons of levels, by the way. We are nowhere near doing them all. It did say rapid population booms, so I think the traffic on that one grew faster than normal. Barcelona. Lay out the metro for the coastal Mediterranean city of Barcelona. Okay, give that one a go. I'm just going to keep doing normal levels until we've had our break, and then I'll look at some of the other modes, like the daily challenge. Okay, I did wonder if this grey area here was water, but it didn't use a tunnel when I built through it. So I guess it isn't. Oops, nope, I wanted another line. I have 3 lines, please use the 3rd one. There we go. Cool. Need a carriage at this point. I don't think we want purple to go to there. I think we want purple to come here. Ooh, don't go to that circle. Can't tell if it's going to that circle or not. Okay. Do have another line available, so if many stations pop up here, we can give them another line. Probably don't need to visit that circle anymore. Oh, star. Okay. Actually, let's start our 4th line and let's make it like that. There we go. Another square. In theory, we don't need to come to this square if we've got our own square, but we need to consider interchange to star. So, let's take another line. We do have 2 tunnels available, and I do see a river here and a river just in the top right, which we might need to use once it's zoomed out a bit. Is there a way to avoid red coming to this central interchange. There actually is, isn't there? We could do this. And anyone who wants star who's on red line can get off there. Or even this, really. Might be better. Have too much traffic here. Still not sure where the distribution of stations is going to be, but start with something like that. I don't like how many circles in a row purple is having to do. We could give one of them to yellow. Purple is struggling because of all of these circles with only one triangle. Train the other way and take this circle off and give it to yellow, because yellow's only got 2 circles in a row. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we should give this circle back to red. Have red come here. I'm assuming these lines won't always have only 3 stations on. I'm assuming more stations will, yeah, like more stations will pop up down here. We'll need to visit. I'm only keeping this triangle on purple. Actually, move my face cam because you can't really see what's going on down there. A green station just popped up. I would move this triangle to green, except that purple would have no triangles then. Still getting a lot of circles. Considering now whether to make purple line people change to get to square. Many more stations come up on this side, I might do that. A unique shape on red. Okay, unique shape on red is actually concerning because everyone will want to get to it. So we probably have to give this square back to red. In which case yellow doesn't need to come there anymore. Okay, now purple has a unique shape. Yeah, purple is definitely under the most pressure because of the distance. Maybe that's easier to handle. Probably better if it didn't have to come in. I've got a line spare still, so I'll take a carriage. Being offered an interchange, the one level where I actually am using a central interchange. Let's give more stuff to blue. No. There we go. Okay, now yellow has a lot of circles in a row. As I've mentioned, I don't like, because it doesn't tend to work very well. Ah, we don't have enough tunnels to go over there. We've used a tunnel on the green, we don't have enough tunnels to go here. We could change green to just be one way. We don't have enough tunnels to get there and back with red though. Let me see if I get off a tunnel. I hope I do. Okay, it's about to be overcrowded, but I'm hoping... Here we go. Tunnels, okay, phew. Right, we can... I'll also put a train right there. Yellow needs a train. Yellow actually probably needs a carriage and a train. And we have enough tunnels left over to make green a loop again. We want to, I think. Or do we? Unless we've got one tunnel left. We add this square to blue. Okay, yeah, we have enough to make green a loop again. This area is tricky because of lack of triangle stations, so that whichever circle station is last in the queue is always going to end up being overcrowded. In this case, is these two circle stations. I suppose actually we should be sending these two trains in opposite directions to mitigate that. Like that. Oh no, then this... forgot about this. Then this guy won't pick up triangles at all. I wish he did. Even if he took them the long way round, I wish he picked up triangles if it wasn't the closest. Because at the moment, whichever is the last circle stop in the row of circle stops is going to get overcrowded. Whereas if there were trains coming from both sides, the last one would be the first one for the other train. I don't know if this makes any sense at all. Just trying to talk it through with myself, I guess. I just want something to come up in this area that isn't a circle, basically. Or a unique shape. I don't want a unique shape. I want a triangle or a square. Do love their circles. Still haven't used my final line, so I'll put another. Actually, I'll put another carriage on the yellow line. I'll put another train on the blue line because I see the blue train being full. Okay, another triangle on yellow is good. Another triangle on purple would be nice, because I could move this triangle. The interchange is overcrowding. It's overcrowding the trains. Trains want to go to this diamond thing, which is red. Red takes a long time because it's so long. It's got so many stops. I don't want to deprive red of all its triangles. We could take this square away from red. And have it just come straight back here. Just so it takes fewer stops. I need to figure out a way to not have red interchange here. I think it's just too slow. But then what is everyone else going to do who wants to go to diamond is the problem. Maybe blue goes to diamond. Yeah, maybe blue goes to diamond. And red doesn't. And then red doesn't come here. That gonna work? And then maybe yellow comes to diamond as well. Just so blue and green have to change. Sorry, purple and green have to change twice to get to diamond. But at least not everybody is trying to go through the same station. Maybe that's better. We actually don't need red to go there because got a triangle. Oh god, more things. In which case we should try and relieve pressure on yellow. Green can handle this one. Green is actually not doing very much. We don't have any tunnels right now. Are we going to need more tunnels? We have a crossing over this river, we have a crossing over that river. I think we need carriages more than tunnels right now. I think we need carriages on the purple line in particular. Okay, so yeah, this is being used as an interchange as I expected, but red is shorter now, so that's less of a problem. Purple is getting very long. I'm going to put another train on purple maybe. Yeah. One, two, three, four, five, 6 circles in a row again. We know that that's a bad idea. There's not much we can do about it. You put red through diamond. Try and give something on yellow to... give another yellow stop to green. Oops. Don't go there. There we are. More pressure off yellow. Now green is struggling, of course, but... yeah, see, purple just got it. I think a carriage on green would be enough to solve that problem. We get offered a carriage. Yeah, train plus carriage on green and then give this to green as well, maybe. Just so we don't have too many circles in a row for purple. Also that. You'll get there in time. One thing I've only recently noticed is trains have to slow down when they're crossing other railways. If you look at these purples here, see they slow down when they're crossing the green track, and the green slows down to cross the purple. So crossings actually slow things down. I guess if you're really trying to optimize this, you should try not to have too many crossings either. This is a situation. I'm going to give you another carriage. Oh, you drove straight past. Okay, never mind. I'm going to turn you round and insist you actually do pick up those passengers then. Similar problem with green. Game is hard. Are you actually going to pick those up? Please? Pick them up? Thank you. Okay. That was close. Ah, right. A triangle on purple. Now, do we want... I think we do want to remove this triangle. But there's another one. Interchange. I need to... I want to be offered an interchange so I can make this an interchange. And now we get triangles on purple. Everybody desperate to go to triangle. Actually, yeah, let me turn around one of the blue trains. Blue is the only line that has a triangle as its first stop. So those triangles are probably waiting for blue to come that way. Oh, never mind. That blue train picked up one triangle. Where do these triangles want to go? They were just... A train just came past that is going to triangle next, and they didn't get on it. Okay, that's weird. But they got on this green, which doesn't have a triangle for 4 stops, and now has to go through this... Okay, I'm really confused by what the game's doing here. It could have taken the triangles there, but instead it decided to take them there. Through this overcrowded station. That's strange. Okay, so we're going to have to bring someone else in. Handle this overground. Actually, I bet it needs to be this direction as well. Okay, there's the overground there is mostly plus now, which is yellow's job. This is an issue. Is that train going to make it? Oh, I've accidentally made a 3-carriage train. I didn't mean to do that. I must have misclicked. Hopefully, at the very least, it can actually pick up these guys. Okay, I guess it's as well that we had a 3-carriage train, because that 3-carriage train is now full. The problem is we sort of needed the capacity elsewhere. Okay. You're going there, and you're having another carriage. I'm also putting another purple train there. I think we might be about to lose this one. We did alright there. I, of course, have another station pop up. Oh yeah, the green is heading here and it's already full. That's no good. Yoink. Where do they want to go? Triangle mostly? They should get on this one. There's just too much stuff. Look how full this station is. Like, literally every train on the network is full, I think. I'm just scanning around for a train that... this one is not quite full, but it was. About to lose. Wants to go to square mostly. Yeah, there's no way we're handling all this. That blue's about to lose. They want to go to star. Oh, they're also waiting for yellow. Yeah, I think yellow's just handling slightly too much stuff. Yeah, okay. 1766. That felt like an easier one, but still not that easy. Yeah, top 20% again. So, same relative position as last time. But people did get well over 2,000, so more is possible. We beat Moakonda, finally! Finally a level where I've beaten everyone on the leaderboard.
Early Spider Orchid, offers Figodes.
Well, that was well timed with the redeems, thank you. What were the challenges for that one? Oh, deliver... Oh, with tunnels on no more than one line. That would be tricky in Barcelona because there were two rivers, and those two rivers were opposite ends of the map. So you'd have to have... The tunnel would have had to have been... The line would have had to have been the whole length of the map to have the tunnels on one line. That is a hard challenge. Hello, Larko. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, I didn't look at the challenges for Hong Kong. No more than 8 stations per line. We didn't do that either. But we didn't... Oh, yeah, we didn't even deliver 1,100 passengers at all. Never mind meeting the challenge. We just didn't deliver that many passengers. Okay, so Osaka will be next. This looks difficult. Harry? I wonder if Harry knows if there's going to be a station on every one of those little islands. Larko, thank you so much for redeeming your flower of the day. A couple of minutes of early, but seeing as you're not mid-map. Yes, I understand, T-Bagger, thank you. Yeah, I think it's pretty much... Yeah, every map... Every time you score at least 500, you unlock the next map. 500 is quite a low score on any map, really. So they obviously want you to be able to unlock everything. That makes sense. But then the... Oops, that's not the button I wanted. The extreme mode seems to have much more difficult unlocks. I'm just wondering how many of the extreme maps I've actually unlocked now. Yeah, 2. So I haven't met the requirements to unlock the extreme version on any of these maps. Apart from those 2. But we can give extreme mode a go in a moment. Let me switch to full screen for some stretches. So hi, if you wouldn't mind going over there while I stretch. And then LD Baker was requested early Spider Orchid. So when I'm not playing video games on the internet, I am a botanist in real life, and I like to share that with my viewers by having this redeem where you can suggest any British wildflower and I will read about it. If you've been sitting for a couple of hours, now is a good time to have a stretch, take a sip of water. While we do our botany. And show our outfit. Thank you for that, Larko. Just finished my stretches. Ooh. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, stretches done. Hydration. So today's outfit is this knitted cardigan. which has pockets at the front, which is very nice. And then spinny skirt is what I have today. Both cardigan and skirt are spinny. Double spin. I hope you appreciate it. Okay, let's put Blowhigh down a bit more gently. He can go on the windowsill. He can watch us. He's just watching from the windowsill, okay? So, early spider orchid, I think that's one of the rare ones, although I am by no means an expert on orchids. So there is a family of orchids which has evolved to mimic certain insects, which includes spider orchid, but also bee orchid and fly orchid. And the flower does actually look, at first glance from a distance, a bit like a spider. And there's a good reason for that. It tricks... the animal it's trying to mimic is tricked into mating with the flower, instead of its own species, thereby pollinating it. That is why. Works the same for the bee orchid and the fly orchid. Just looking for... There we go. A good photo that shows the flower. Please ignore the watermark. Yeah, so those are not insects on that flower. Those are the flowers. Those brown things. Unmuted the Blowhigh. Yes, exactly, Debugger. I'll just get my book quickly. What I don't know, because there is a spider orchid, and then there's also early spider orchid, which is the one that Debugger has requested. I don't know how comparatively rare they are. Okay. Yeah, this might be one of the ones that's not in the book, Debugger, which might have been your intention. No, okay. Spider orchid is in the book. Early spider orchid, right, in the book. So there's also a late spider orchid. So in the category of plants that look a bit like orchids, you've got bee, fly, spider. You've also got things like man orchid, lizard orchid. Man orchid does not have man-sized flowers, don't worry. It's just the shape of the flower. A raid! Hello, Rooney. Thank you so much for raiding with your party of 5 viewers. Welcome in to Harry, Otto, Best Put At, Hurricane, and of course Rooney. And Izzy. It's a raid even though I was here already. And Danny! Danny, I don't know if you were here already, but welcome in for sure. Best Purple Penguin. Rooney today, I did manage to briefly drop into his stream, was doing some Lego, continuing with his Lego assembly. Hope you had a good stream, Rooney. Rooney also plays video games. He does a lot of RPGs. It's a very, very cozy place to hang out. Everybody go follow now. I assure you, you will not regret it. Today, we are playing Mini Metro, but you join us right now. We're taking a little break, as I usually do halfway through my streams, to do some botany. So what you are looking at on the screen is an early spider orchid. Thank you to all the people who redeemed their flowers. Danny says, I watch on telly, so only one stream at a time, unlike Izzy with her million screens. That's a good point, yes. Well, welcome in, Danny. I do hope you are well. I hope things are going okay for yourself and Izzy. And yes, Izzy, welcome in for a second time. We are just about to read about early spider orchid, and I might mention late spider orchid as well. They are found in the same place, but late spider orchid is even rarer than early. Danny, thank you for redeeming your flower. Rooney says that the Lego was good. It's progressing. A build is progressing well, and we put in some of the first wiring for the light kit. Ooh, it has lights. I that's gonna look amazing when it's finished, Rooney. I bet. And yes, thank you for redeeming your flower. 3 is not a million. 3 is... it's a lot of things to be watching at once, if you are in fact watching them all at once. I tend to have at least one tab I'm lurking in, a good friend who I want to support with their streaming. But once you're in more than 2, it doesn't count you towards the view count anymore, so if you're not actually watching it, there's not much point. Phones, tablets, televisions. I suppose, yeah, Izzy could be watching what's on your screen and also have her phone and also have her tablet and also have her PC with a stream on it probably, and I don't know. Probably running a stream on the toaster somehow, the fridge. Hacked a Ring doorbell to install a Twitch on it. I don't know. Figure out you. With enough hacking, you could probably get a stream running on a Stream Deck, which would make the name appropriate. Then you could have another stream down here. Okay, early spider orchid. A wintergreen, often short-lived perennial tuberous herb. Most typical of ancient, species-rich, heavily grazed grassland on chalk and Purbeck limestone. So Purbeck is an area of Dorset on the south coast of England. But also capable of colonising disturbed ground in limestone quarries, spoil heaps and track sides. Formerly widespread, if sporadic, across southern and eastern England during the 19th century. However, the species has declined substantially and is now restricted to 3 strongholds: the Purbeck limestone in Dorset, chalk on the South Downs of East Sussex, and also the North Downs of East Kent. Fortunately, some populations are large in each of these areas. It occurs only sporadically and transiently inland and on the Channel Islands. In continental Europe, it can be a rapid coloniser of disturbed calcareous soils, and demonstrated this ability in Kent during the 1990s by colonising the main spoil generated through excavation of the Channel Tunnel. That's interesting, I didn't know that. Imagine digging a giant pile of earth for the Channel Tunnel and suddenly having orchids grow on it. That would be nice. Reduced by ploughing or improvement of grasslands or by changing in grazing regime. The species might expand northwards in response to climate change, but so far it has not done so, raising concerns about the timing of its flowering relative to the emergence of likely pollinators. Detailed monitoring of the population in Sussex between 1975 and 2005 showed that peak flowering advanced by 2 weeks over this period. So this is a subject I've touched on before. As climate change progresses, it can lead to a change in the distribution of the plants. So plants that like warmer climates will migrate further north. But also it leads to them flowering earlier. And the problem with insect-pollinated plants flowering earlier and bee fly and spider orchids obviously are pollinated by those things, is if the thing that pollinates the plant isn't out at the time that the plant flowers, it's not going to get pollinated. And so you've got this symbiotic relationship between the two organisms that's being disrupted by climate change. And so it's not just a case of, oh, the plant will grow somewhere else where the climate is suitable. It's a very, very delicate balance. Hello, Nespa. Welcome in. Thank you for redeeming your flower. You've also requested drink water. I'm actually out of water, but I'll go and get some in just a moment. LT Bagger says I'm watching on my smart fridge right now. Never tried a Stream Deck, but have watched streams on my Steam Deck before. Similar names are confusing. Yes, Steam Deck and Stream Deck are not quite the same thing. So let me just finish reading this and then I'll drink some more water. So yeah, peak flowering has changed the time of year. This species has become a popular model for evolutionary research. Sufficient variation has been detected across English populations to match several continental microspecies. Okay. So an evolutionarily interesting plant. Microspecies are where you have genetic variations in populations of plants, but they can still interbreed with each other, so they're still the same species. And the fact that populations in different parts of the UK have a genetic link to populations in different parts of Europe is very interesting. That sort of tells us more about how the plants came to this country in the first place, how they spread here, because obviously during the last ice age, when all but the very southernmost parts of Britain were covered by ice sheet, none of these plants were here. So they've all migrated from Europe at some point, and learning how that happened is important. So of the three main sites mentioned there for early spider orchid, late spider orchid only grows in Kent, the North Downs, the chalk area of Kent. It is otherwise quite a similar plant. It's just even, they're both threatened by habitat loss, they're both threatened by climate change, but late spider orchid is even more rare and more threatened. The difference with late spider orchid is it's always been really rare. So the book says historically recorded only in 8-10 kilometre squares. Only 4 of them contiguous, spanning 18 kilometres of short chalk grassland along the south-facing North Downs in East Kent. That's a lot of directions. South-facing North Downs in East Kent. But early spider orchid was once widespread across the south of England, and human activity has reduced it to those few sites. So late spider orchid is almost, although it's rarer, it's less of a concern because it hasn't declined so dramatically. It's kind of weird how those things work. So for late spider orchid, it says, surprisingly, these few populations, most of which are small, encompass sufficient variation to represent several microspecies. So again, they've been related back to the European species. Victorian records from nearby areas are suspect, making it difficult to assess the true degree of range contraction, which presumably reflected ploughing, agricultural improvement, or altered grazing. So we don't really know how much late spider orchid has declined, but it's probably less than early spider orchid did. Hybridization with other species of orchid has also been demonstrated as a threat at these localities. Most sites are now carefully managed and protection is given against rabbit grazing. Given that East Kent represents the northernmost extent of the European distribution of the species, a warming climate could potentially encourage range expansion, provided that pseudo-copulatory pollination remains feasible. I briefly explained earlier, for anybody just joining us, that the way these plants reproduce is the flower is designed to mimic a certain type of insect. There's bee orchids, there's fly orchids, and so on. And then that tricks the insect into trying to mate with the plant instead of another insect, and then that pollinates it. And I didn't have a technical term for that, but the book uses this term pseudo-copulatory pollination. It's interesting that it suggests for late spider orchid that climate change could expand the range, even though it's on the opposite page it says that for early spider orchid, climate change hasn't expanded the range. So I'm not sure why one of the accounts is optimistic and the other one isn't. But there we go. That's what the book says, and they're the experts. Thank you, Nespa, for giving your flower. Izzy says, I imagine you could use the Steam Deck as a very awkward Stream Deck with the right software. It's got a touchscreen after all. I mean, you can use pretty much anything for that purpose, including just a regular keyboard. It's just the Stream Deck is a bit more convenient. I've seen it done once with an iPad, says T-Bayo. Harry says, I have used software to use a Windows tablet and my phone like a Stream Deck for my main PC. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing that, Harry. I guess I can see how that would work, yes. I only showed early spider orchid. It's going to look very similar, but let me get a picture of late spider orchid up as well. So a little bit more pinkish. So on the flower, this big brown blob here, which is pretending to be a spider, that's part of the flower, but so are these green. These look like leaves, but they're not. They're petals. They're just greenish coloured petals. On late spider orchid, those petals are much pink. It looks more like you'd expect the colour of an orchid. If you remember things like common spotted orchid and pyramidal orchid and marsh orchid, they're all pink. So on the right there you've got the late spider orchid, but the rest of the flower is still rather insect-like, I think. Elgato have an official Stream Deck app for iOS, so that isn't much of a stretch at all. Okay, interesting. Hopefully it's better than some of Elgato's other software. Right, Nespo, I haven't forgotten your drink water request. I will go and do that now. Thought I'd leave some orchids up for you to look at. Harry is wiggling again, I see. Right, we are back. We have water. Water has been drunk. I will very quickly show you a distribution map for these plants. So this is early spider orchid. The dark squares are where it's currently found, and the light colour squares are where there are historical records for it. You can see just how far it has declined. There's all these areas of the country where it was once recorded, including not quite in North Somerset. We're just a little bit too far east here. This is into Wiltshire, but almost in Somerset. But it's now confined to just these sites on the south coast and on the Channel Islands, as the book mentioned. If I do the more precise records. Oh, is this a special one? Okay. This is a special sensitive plant where I'm not allowed to know the detailed locations. I mentioned before there's a few of these, like fly orchid I'm not allowed to know. Even though I've recorded fly orchid myself, so I know where one of them is. I can't see the location of that record in the database, even though I made it. But somewhere around here there are. It will be in the nature reserve that has a big sign saying "Keep out." There's orchids in here. And then late spider orchid, as I say, is confined to just the South Downs North Downs in Kent. Those are the North Downs. These are the South Downs down here. So it feels funny to have a thing called the North Downs that's on the south coast of England, but it's further north than the South Downs, so it sort of makes sense. It makes sense if you're a Londoner and like this is your view of the world. So this is north and this is south. I suspect I'm not allowed to. Yeah, I'm not allowed to see the precise location of those either. Basically, it's here. It's along the southern edge of these hills, and the book mentioned excavation for the Channel Tunnel as well, which is like where? Yeah, here. Can I make this more transparent? Yeah, this thing here. This is the English station. Obviously, there's another one in France of the Channel Tunnel. And these are the South Downs. So you can see that, North, I keep saying the wrong one. These are the North Downs. So they had to excavate a big chunk of them to build this. Like Folkestone had already developed as far north as it could, and it was stopped by these hills. So both for the motorway and the Channel Tunnel, they had to excavate a bit of it. And then the Channel Tunnel goes off across the sea there. El Tibago says the South Downs implies the existence of the North Ups. Well, I think you'll find, Tibago, if you go to the north of the country, there are quite a lot of ups. I mean, they're more commonly referred to as the Scottish Highlands, but if you want to call them the North Ups, I don't think anyone's going to stop you. These are the North Ups, everybody. Okay, that was Spider Orchid. Thank you so much, Tibago, for the request. I will just put the books back. Okay. We shall now return to Mini Metro. As promised, we're going to take a look at some of the other game modes. Excuse me. I'm going to start with the daily challenge. Today's daily challenge is San Francisco on normal mode. Okay, I don't know if there's anything more to it than that. So the way this challenge works is you only get one attempt at it. And whatever score you get on that one attempt is your score for the day. And then there's a leaderboard for that day. Since this game has been out a long time, the daily leaderboards are not particularly competitive anymore. But it's a difference from the normal mode where you can obviously try as many times as you like and try and get a good score. Harry says, tried looking for the North Ups, got the UPS access point in Ripon. Yes, I guess that makes sense. Well, so higher ground is referred to as upland. So calling mountains ups is not that much of a stretch. In which case, the North Ups are definitely the Scottish Highlands. I'm sticking by my assertion that if there's going to be a North Ups, then that's where they are. I did not do too well on my attempts, says Harry. Well, let's have a go, and then we'll see how we compared. I can't remember if I've done San Francisco already. No, I don't think I have. This doesn't look familiar. I think San Francisco is one that we haven't unlocked yet. But we get to play it as the daily challenge. Looks like tunnels are going to be quite important. The good news is we do have 4 of them. It's a bit hard to see on stream, but there is a 4 next to this symbol. Suspect we will soon be getting stations over here and over here. And we'll see how our attempt compares to everyone else's. Oh, I turned the sound down. Sorry, let's turn it back up again. It's only quite quiet sound in this game anyway. Sorry, I should probably be doing this on fast speed. At the start, I always forget to turn up the speed, and then I was like, something should have happened by now. Yeah, exactly as I thought. We have... we have at least... and then I suspect there'll also be stations here and want to go like that. So, do I want a carriage or tunnels first? We've still got 2 tunnels. I suppose the problem is if a station appears on this little island here, I'm going to take more tunnels. We shouldn't need carriages for a little bit because they tend to be needed when it gets busier. But also carriages seem to be offered more often than tunnels. So I feel like carriages are easier to get, and therefore we should get tunnels first. I don't know if that's right or not. Yeah, see, I knew something was going to happen up there. I wonder if we want just a loop like that at some point. There's probably going to be too many stations over here to make that practical. We can do that. Have 2 different lines that are the same route in opposite direction. That's probably not a good idea. Yeah, let's have one of them focus on... one of them focus on this side, and one of them focus on this side. I think that's going to be better. That actually could be a loop. Works. Okay, this time I think we want another line. I think we want another line here. Still leaves us one tunnel in case of emergency. And it keeps circle, triangle and square on every line as well. We can probably have each of these lines just go to one of these triangle stations. Or two of those triangle stations. Is this going to be the opposite of all the other levels? We've always faced a surplus of circles and not enough triangles. Maybe this will be different. Have too many triangles, enough circles. Actually no. The circles are starting to come in now. As usual. And yeah, the problems usually associated with circles are starting to arise. These triangles didn't get picked up because the train was already full. We'll put 2 trains onto the orange line to handle that. I'm assuming this big area over here is going to fill with stations eventually. Triangles. And lots of circles. As before, it becomes awkward when you've got lots of circles in the same area with no. If you can alternate like triangle, circle, then anyone wanting to go from circle to triangle or from triangle to circle only needs to go 1 stop, or maybe 2 stops at most. But here, everyone needs to go like 5 stops, because if you're getting on at circle, nobody goes from the same shape to the same shape. So anyone getting on here is going to have to wait at least 4 stops. Okay, green is getting quite busy. We could consider having another line. We still need it to go to square, because otherwise these guys can't get to square. Like, it needs to intersect with this line so that everyone can change. Blue is getting very busy. Put a second train on blue. Yeah, I'm going to try something a little bit more radical than normal. What if we have orange, like doing a mixture of circles and triangles. We have, green doing a mixture of circles and triangles. And then we have a line that's just dedicated to ferrying across the people who need to go to square. I wonder if that would work. We could maybe have it go to diamond as well, so that people who want diamond don't have to change. And we could have blue go to diamond as well. And then this yellow is blue doesn't need to go to that diamond. Yellow is then just for people who want to go to these circle and square, circle and triangle. Yeah, let's try that. If we had interchange stations, we'd make this an interchange and that an interchange. I still think green might need a second train soon. Yeah, all these squares, but these squares shouldn't have to wait long, Oh wait, I wasn't expecting red to be carrying triangles, but I suppose if somebody appears here and wants a triangle, they might just get on there. Yeah, there's now lots of squares here, which I expected. I just didn't expect it to be quite this busy. Maybe red actually only needs to... Oops, red just needs to go to triangle and not also diamond. Yeah, they're wasting... Red is wasting time picking up triangles, which I didn't expect it to do. If we had a square on this side, I would make red just be like square to diamond or something. But yeah, okay. I was hoping that would work better than it did. It saves on tunnels. Like, we have 6 tunnels now. Instead of picking tunnels, I could have picked carriages and put 3 carriages on red, and we'd actually be better off. Maybe I should have done that. Oh well, it's too late now. If we get a carriage next time, I can put a carriage on red. Yes, suddenly the odds are ramping up. Yeah, carriage on red. And looks like green is in need of another train. Cross is actually on green, so they don't need to. Wow, okay, yeah, this really gets busy quick, because now this is too busy. We could take diamond away from you and just have blue do diamond. Oh God, green. Right, green is going to far too many places, so diamond is now, cross is now orange's responsibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. Hi there, thank you so much for following. Good to have you with us. Are we actually going to lose here? This is... I don't think this one carriage can handle all of this. There's a problem. All the other lines... Oh, green has got 2 trains, but green needs 2 trains. Why are the circles on red? There's circles on red. There are 2 circles on red. Red does not go to circle, nor does it originate from circle. Why would any circles get on the red line? If they were here, there's circles on this island. If they were here, oh, I don't know. I think I'm about to lose, but I'm going to blame it on people getting on the wrong train. Let me try and save it by bringing this train. Why can I not drag this train? There we go. I'm going to blame this on people getting the wrong train. We're also about to lose here. Oops. When a train is at a station, it's very hard to pick up the train and not the track, I've noticed. Right, that's going to square, so the train needs to go that way. Yeah, this is quite difficult for these people to get to square, because they have to... This incredibly busy station in order to get there. This train, I think this train would be able to handle the traffic generated by square. It's just that it's at the wrong side. It's not just squares that are using it, it's everyone. Yeah, see, why are triangles? I get why the cross is on it, but I don't know why the triangles are on it. We're going to lose again. Quick, put a locomotive in here. Why is green suddenly so busy? Seems quite extreme. Okay, now that train is now completely full, so it didn't pick up any of those. Yeah, this is another hard one. I know I say that about most of the levels, but there was a level where I got over 3,000 points, and I don't think I played particularly better than I have on any of the other ones. I think this level is just hard, I think. Yes, okay. 892 we managed. And we only get to make one attempt because it's a daily challenge, that's how it works. So top 25%. But then having said that, like, this is a weird histogram. Like, okay, there's a variety of attempts here that fell in the sort of 250 to 1,000 range, and then suddenly at 1250, there's loads and loads of people managed exactly the same score. I'm a bit baffled by that. We beat Harry. But yeah, look, somebody got 3,000. I'm a bit suspicious of this person here who got 3,000 points on the daily challenge when the next best was 2,300. What did Nelson do? Yeah, there's me in context. There's the top scores. It's alright, we beat Harry. We can take some solace in that. I'm joking, Harry. You beat me in quite a few of them. It's all friendly competition. Right, I am going to try the endless mode because that plays quite differently. I already tried London, so I'll try. Shall I try? Oh, apparently, I tried Tokyo as well. I don't remember doing that. Yeah, you have to unlock these in normal mode, but then, yeah, like, see, Sao Paulo is unlocked even though I haven't played it in normal mode, so I think the rules for endless mode unlocking are different. Just try Paris for now. I'm sorry, Harry, I did not mean to. So, with endless mode, you can't lose. No matter how bad the overcrowding gets. You have this little thing here. You see it says a 1 and then a pie chart. The more passengers you transport, the more this pie chart goes up. And then you see it slowly declines over time. So transporting a passenger fills the pie chart, and then over time the pie chart empties. When the pie chart fills up completely, that's an upgrade. So instead of the upgrades happening once per week, they happen once you've transported enough passengers. And your score is just how many rounds of upgrade did you manage to get through. I'm not sure why I chose Paris, because I remember now Paris is really awkward because of this river. So I'm just going to play this, play the endless mode until I feel like I've got a bit stuck. Can't really make any more progress. There's no leaderboard, so there is a score. So I could, like you saw, I got 12 points on London in endless mode. Harry could try endless mode and see what he gets, but there's no actual leaderboard to compare those scores. The good thing about endless mode, besides not having any pressure, really, is If you want to completely dismantle and rearrange your network, then you can. There's nothing stopping you doing that. Yeah, next upgrade. I'm out of tunnels, so I'm going to take 2 more. At some point I need to think about a better way of arranging these lines. Maybe try and make loops. I don't think we particularly need an interchange. I mean, everyone is going through square, but I don't think everyone is necessarily always going to go through square, because more unique shapes will start showing up soon. Ren says, is there any pattern to the rate at which riders appear at stations? So my understanding is that the rate starts off slow and gets faster and faster as the game goes on. And I don't think the unique shaped stations produce more passengers than the other ones, but they consume more passengers. Like, there'll be a lot of passengers wanting to go to Star if there's a Star station, but there'll only ever be one Star station. Circle, Square and Triangle are the only stations that can have multiple copies of themselves. So because of that, those stations have more traffic. I don't think you can have a particular Circle station being busier than any other Circle station. I think they're all the same, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Yeah, so let me demonstrate what you can do in this mode, which is just delete everything and start again. Try and think about it more logically. Oops. They can, only if you click the right things. So we need everything needs to be able to get to Star, and everyone needs to be able to get to Square. We don't all have to change at this square though. We could have a line that looks like this. Maybe this. We could have a line that looks like this. And people on this line change that line to get Square. Then we could have a line down here. And avoid having more than 3 circles in a row. And then a line that connects this square, triangle, something like that. Might be a more logical way of doing it. Not saying that it is. Of course, the game immediately spoils my plan by doing something like that. Get another line. I'll actually put this circle back on this one. So eventually you'll see stations start to overcrowd. Like, see, this station was overcrowding just then. But nothing happens, no timer starts, I don't lose. And the objective is just this little pie chart in the corner needs to fill up. Right now it's not filling up, you can see, yeah, there we go. You see it filled up a quarter full, but then so it's constantly demanding I'm more and more efficient with my passenger transportation. There we are, it filled up to halfway that time. So eventually it'll fill up all the way. Probably do that faster if I have more trains. Yeah, there we go. trains available. And I think your score in this mode is the number of upgrades you've had. Well, it's not the number of passengers you've transported. This number is the average number of passengers you're transporting. One on blue. No, we don't really have a single central interchange anymore on this version. We have one there, one there. We could make this square an interchange, but be a good idea. Tibago says, I guess this mode is pretty good for planning optimization. Yeah, I think that's what it's good for. Okay. Oh god. Ah, okay. Now I don't have any tunnels and I need to get over there. So we panic, obviously. Okay, I was rather hoping I'd be offered a tunnel then. What we probably need to do is have you be part of pink, and that gives us a tunnel. And do that. And now this green line is a bit rubbish, so we probably want to have it not be. How about we have green line just be this side and have another line here that does those. Yeah, how about that? What's the worst that could happen? Blue is busy because blue is having to serve transport people that need to go to Plus from everywhere else on the map. I would like to bring green over here and have an interchange with orange. Okay, tunnels, what I wanted. Do that. Now there's more ways to get to Plus. Tibago says, I finally found some reasonably priced hiking shoes. Charging my good camera and weather permitting, I'm going to go up to the castle tomorrow. I hope that goes well, Tibago. Please do share some photos in the Discord if you get any. Would be nice. Right, who needs more trains? Everyone needs more trains, but let's put one on there and one on there. You are taking the piss. Okay, well, there's a station over here now. I'm just going to do a line like this at the moment. Okay, I was waiting for more tunnels. Maybe have a line like that then. Maybe you don't have to go there anymore. You still need to go there because people need to get to the other lines. You probably need to go there. Oh god, you need to go there. When we unlock another line, it's probably going to have to serve this area. There, okay, that's awkward. Might actually be better to go to this circle on the way down. Be better to have this circle be the interchange, then the line doesn't need to go there. Yeah, I'm going to make another line over here, I think. Get the chance. Is that going to be enough to level up? It's sort of fighting its way around the... Yeah, there we go. Fighting its way around the pie chart. The good thing is you don't need to pause the game to rebuild things because it doesn't actually matter if places are overcrowding temporarily, as long as you fix it. I'm gonna have a... Oh, it doesn't want to. Okay, I might need to slow it down. Why does it not want to go there? Not want to use that as an interchange? Oh, maybe there's a limit to how many lines I can cram into one station. I haven't run up against that before, but thinking about it, that would make sense. A limit to that. In which case, there's no real reason for this to come all the way to this triangle. Oops, I did not mean to press interchange there. I clicked by mistake. It's okay. Yeah, maybe you come there. Instead... Actually thinking about it, no, it's better for you to go there. Okay, it probably is worth making this triangle an interchange then. Okay, this needs at least one more train on it. Oh, green needs another train because green's responsible for plus. And that's all the lines now. We don't get any more lines, so any more stations that come up here, yeah, we've got to put these lines to work. Another carriage. So yeah, we're just seeing how far we can go with this now. Trains are starting to look a bit full. We'll have to start adding carriages to them. Every time I see a train fail to pick up everyone because it's full, I'll put an extra carriage on it. And I don't think we need any more tunnels, so I think I'll just keep picking carriages. You didn't pick up everyone, so I'm giving you a carriage. Yeah, this is a slightly more relaxed way to play the game. I don't like how many circles we've got in a row here. Maybe bring the triangle on there. Have you responsible for that circle? Oh, and that circle. Okay, maybe not then. Maybe rearrange this like that. Trains don't wiggle about for no reason. You are getting full. Carriage. So yeah, we'll stop playing at the point where we stop being able to advance the pie chart any further. Might come soon. We would probably already have lost if this had been a regular game, because if you notice, there are some stations that are flashing overcrowded for quite a long time. Like here. But it matters a lot less in this mode. Oh, there's a triangle there. There's only 3 trains on the blue line. Maybe orange line needs 3 trains, which is weird because it's the smallest line. Also one of the busiest. You need another carriage. You need another carriage. You need another carriage. Maybe... yeah, blue might actually need 4 trains on it. Music is getting intense by the standards of this game. I wonder if the music is actually procedurally generated. Kind of sounds like it is. Not sure. Another train on orange. Probably going to put another train on purple as well. Carriage on orange. Yeah, I'm going to put another carriage on orange. Blue. Ah, blue already has the max number of trains. Actually, I might need to put another carriage on blue. Yeah, because blue can't have any more trains, we have to put another carriage on. Yoink a carriage off of there and put it on blue. Right, can we get to 100? Yeah, 100 trains, 100. What is it? 100 passengers per day, or I'm not sure what it's counting. Oh god, that's going to slow blue down. Maybe we can leave that station out of blue, because it does interchange. I'll have 2 more trains to deploy. I'm going to put one of them on yellow. Blue is full. Yeah, blue is full. Pink is getting a bit full. Okay, we made that milestone. That might be the last milestone we make. Yeah, if the game is going to start doing this, that is. Carriage needed on blue. Oh, blue has 3 trains going one way and 1 train going the other. We should not do that. We should have 2 of them going one way, 2 of them going the other, surely. Make more sense. Also, I accidentally made a 3 carriage train. That carriage back, please. How do I uncarriage this train? I guess I have to put the carriage somewhere. It is on this green train. Station is a real bottleneck. I should have made this one an interchange instead of that one. Well, that one's also bad. Hard to know what more we can do. Put another one on green. That would actually help. Harry started this mode shortly after me and is seeing 100 pop up every now and then. Okay, yeah, I'm averaging about 115, 116 at the moment. But I only have 1 train left to assign and it can't go on the line that's currently busiest. So eventually you reach a point where you sort of plateau and you can't make any more progress. Oh, we made it to 120. Which gave us 1 more train. Carriage on you. Just got the 100 milestone. Okay, well my best was 120. I seem to have dropped back down to 118, 119 now. Oh, here we go. 123 I saw. I don't have any more trains to assign, and I'm reluctant to dismantle everything now because I think I'd never get it working again. So I might just sit here and see if it goes any higher, and if not, I'll give up. It's still actually placing stations, which is interesting. I might even... I'm actually going to put... oops. Did not mean to do that. I'm going to put blue back onto this. I'm going to take purple off of that. I think that helps. Might also take green off of that. Oh, the stations I haven't hooked up, I just realised. Yeah, I'll take green off of that triangle. Needs to stay on the circle. I suppose I'll keep going until it stops giving me more stations. Oh, we might actually make the next... I think it's 135. Yeah, okay, we made it to 135. We get one more. One of the blues still only has one carriage. To train on green. I could use one. Oh, no, hang on. On my green, I've got two trains one way... no, one train one way, three the other. I want 2 and 2. I think we hit 140 there, just briefly. Uh, 139 at least. I keep noticing stations on the map that I'm not actually transporting anything to, which is a slight problem. I get... maybe I should have asked for some more tunnels. I think there's just a little bit too much interchanging going on. If I do that, any stars from here can go straight to yellow instead of having to go through here. Could also have a direct interchange from those two lines for Pentagon. Yeah, 141 I just saw, 142, 143. I think 150 is the next milestone. Yeah, so some of these stations are so overcrowded that you can't even see the full queue. It just sort of fades into nothing. Mostly people wanting to go to Star, actually. Oh, I never put a double carriage train on yellow. Oh, and two of yellow's trains are going away from Star, and only one's going towards. I'm going to put that towards Star, and I'm going to put another carriage. Who's not really using their carriage? You're not really using your carriage. You go there. That might make Star less a problem. Need some of those Indian trains so people can ride on top. Yeah, unfortunately there isn't a way to increase the capacity of each carriage beyond 6. You can have more trains in a carriage, but then you can't use those carriages anywhere else. Right, I saw 147 there, so... There's too many stations now to keep on track of, on top of everything. I think 150 is possible. It might be luck whether it happens. It's still placing more stations. I think it's stopped zooming out though, so this is all that we're going to have. Oh, yes, we hit 150. Okay. I get one more train, which I don't think is going to be much help. Okay, there's lots of backup wanting, people here wanting to go to Plus, which is still 2 lines away, which is unfortunate. Pink is overcrowded. Let's put a carriage on there. Yellow. I mean, every line. Actually, green is worse than yellow. Let's put another train on green. Since we've now dropped back to 140, it's looking like 150 might be the limit. I'll leave it running for a little bit and see. 152, 153, 155. Oh, 158. Oh, another station just appeared. I want to play until it stops making stations, but I don't know how long that's going to be. Also, since you can't lose in this mode if you don't go to a station, like, you can't lose at all, so you could just leave a station disconnected, and that would still be allowed. Oh wow, we got to, was that 165? Oh yeah, we got to 165, okay, that was better than I thought. I'm just wondering if it would ever be correct in this mode to not connect a station, because connecting it would slow down the rest of the network too much. Okay. The problem now is pretty much every line already has 4 trains on it, which... So... we can still add trains, but we can't add trains to the lines that are actually busiest, because they've already been maxed out. Let me find somewhere where... yeah, this train is filling up a lot. Where can I even put trains still? Oh, green can still have a train. One on green. Okay, 168. Seeing. But then it goes down again. Oh no, another stop. I feel like there's space for another station here. I don't know if it's going to make one. Also, the music is getting... I'm going to turn the volume down. The music has steadily been getting louder and louder throughout the whole game. I think because it is procedurally generated, because it's influenced by people getting on and off trains, it does get louder and louder the more you play, which is interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, it did build another one there. I'm going to turn round one of these purple trains. Because there's a lot of squares being picked up, and purple can actually help with the squares here if it's going the other way, but not if it's going that way. Okay, 172 I saw. 174. I'd have to get 180 for the next milestone. 176. Now it's dropped again. I'll leave it for a couple of minutes. If nothing happens, I'll give up there. Oh, 176 again I saw. 177. Looks like that might be as far as it's going. Oh no, 171. I saw 180. The pie chart didn't complete, but I saw 180 appear. Okay, this can happen. And I think it has actually stopped placing stations now. We're not getting any more stations, so this is maxed out in terms of stations. And it's almost maxed out on trains as well. You can have 4 per line. That's got 3, that's got 3, that's got 4, that's got 4, got 3, that's got 4, that's got 4. But I have no idea what the high score is for this mode, so... How are you doing, Harry? I'm just giving it another chance to get up to 180. If it doesn't, then we will abandon it. Eight. Come on. It just needs a few people to all get off the train at the same time to like push it above the average. Harry says, just got to 150. Did a reorganise and just recovered from it, still a mess. Okay. Oh, 179? I see, I'm reluctant to touch anything now in case I ruin it completely. I'm not actually sure how I'd improve it anyway. I mean, the orange line is too small. But I can't make the orange line any bigger because I've got no tunnels left. So, oh, we did it! 180. Sorry, we'll get tunnels. Okay, we made it to 180. I think I'm going to leave it there. Let's place a train on green. No, green is full. Pink is in need of trains. Yeah, we are actually above 180 now. Well, I don't want to spend all evening on this, so... Oh, no, hang on, 190. Macro Metro, says Ren. What I'd really like to do is take some trains away from Pink, because look how big Pink Line is. But I don't want to give them to Blue, because Blue's responsible for all these interchanges. And I don't want to give it to Yellow, because Yellow is also really full. What I want to do is sort of shift Orange round a bit, then shift Pink round a bit, then shift Yellow round a bit. But that would need too many tunnels. Right, I saw 193, 194 there. Oh god, that must have been 200. Otherwise it wouldn't have... Oh no, it wasn't. I think it was like 197. Well, it gave us another train. Let me put a carriage on... No, I don't want the third carriage on that one. I want the second carriage on that one. I did that carriage... Oh, it somehow ended up on that train. I want it on the orange train. And I'm too lazy to pause the game to position it. Okay, yellow doesn't have one yet. Okay, yeah, I only have 2 lines without maximum trains. So in fact, yeah, I could only level up, at most I could level up 1 more time. And then I wouldn't be able to place any more trains, so leveling up any further would be pointless. So I think this is about as far as you can go. Interestingly, it peaked at 200 and it's dropped back down to 190 again now. But I think it must have hit 200 for me to level up. So I'm going to say my score was 200. Even though I didn't actually see 200 on the screen at any point. Ah, no. Ah, I saw a bit of pie chart come up. Ah, yeah, okay. No, it wasn't. It was 197 then that reached the threshold. Because when it went past 197, the pie chart appeared. But I saw 199 there. Can we get 200? Yeah, there we are. 201. I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say I got 201. 202. 203. Are there statistics available in this mode? Oh, they are. Oh, this will be interesting. Assuming there is for this mode. Yeah, it must be. Oh, so daily trips is still going up. Angry passengers is way going up. Ah, right, okay. Here's a good way of seeing that the number of stations has peaked. Look, it's been 87 for a while now. Waiting time is still increasing. Oh, used capacity is still going up. Population is still going up as well. I wonder if population just keeps going up even if there's more angry passengers. Oh, in that case it might go even higher. I am curious when it stops adding more population, if ever, or does it just keep going until every station is overcrowded? I regret not taking more interchange stations, I think. There's a few stations that should have been. This one is actually one of the least needed interchange. Was that 215? I think that was 215. Right, I think that's the last. That line's full, that line's full, that line's full, that line's full, that line's not full, that line's full, that line's full. Yeah. This is the last usable train I can place. Now every line is maxed out on trains and I've used all the lines. So if I get another train upgrade, I can't use it anywhere. So now I really do have to stop. Okay, to 17 I saw. To 24. I honestly didn't think I'd get this far with this mode. I think the one I tried before with London, I kind of plateaued pretty early on and gave up. I should have persisted maybe. I'm mostly just curious if it's still increasing the number of passengers. Okay, I think it actually is still increasing the number of passengers. Also, the number of angry passengers is still increasing. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say that we got to 220. Oh, it does actually record your best. Okay, 224 we got to. But there's no high score table. So there's no way to tell how good that was relative to everything else. Okay. I do also want to try extreme mode. So this is you can't move your tracks after you've placed them. I'm going to go to one of these two because they're the only ones I've got unlocked. Let me know how far you got, Harry. So normally I would close this up into a loop now. But of course, if I close it up into a loop now, I'm committed to that loop forever. So I notice, it looks like it's giving me more advance notice of stations. Yeah, see how there's a dot there for a long time? That makes sense. need to think a lot more about where I put things. I mean, in theory, I need to think a lot more. That doesn't necessarily mean I will, of course. Okay, another square immediately. That's interesting. Not sure what I want to do with that. I guess connect it to this. Am I right in thinking you can't... Yeah. I think in this mode you can't really do... I think you can't really do loops. Quit at 205. Okay, well that's still very good, Harry. Well done. Yeah, my best was 224, I think. Okay, we didn't get any lines. I don't think you can do loops, because if you do a loop and then one more station appears next to the loop, you can't move the track to accommodate that station anymore. So I think loops are out of the question for this mode. I really want another line though, because let's say a station appears here. I wouldn't be able to put it on the blue line. I'll put that one there. So I want to prioritise more lines, but it didn't give me the choice of line. I have a feeling I'm going to be bad at this mode. Yeah, look what it's doing. It's putting a station there, which obviously would have had the blue line on it. Let's see if I get another line. Before it overcrowds. Okay, we do. Yeah, I'm gonna do this then. And we can do that. Hopefully I've got time for one more game after this. Yeah, I think I've got time for one more game after this. So I will try the one other thing in this game I haven't tried, which is some of the levels have an alternate version, like London has like 1960s London as an option, so I'll try one of those as well. Harry says, because I did not focus on the objectives on normal, I won't be doing the extreme ones today. Yeah, to unlock this mode, you have to get all the normal, all the challenges on normal. I wasn't focusing on them, it's just I happened to get them on 2 of the levels, which is this one and one other one. I definitely wasn't focusing on them. But Extreme Mode has its own leaderboard, so I can compare to what other people have done. I feel like maybe starting a 4th line on this side of the river once the map zooms out. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't think our train assignments are permanent, are they? Oh, they are. Ah, whoops. Okay. The game said tracks are permanent on the menu. Turns out placing a train on a track is also permanent, which I didn't realise. So yeah, I've got to bear that in mind. And I don't have any tunnels available right now, so this is going to be a problem. I think I'll try and get another line next. I mean, I can do it with that, it's just not very neat. No teleporting trains. That's not a thing anymore. Okay, we don't get offered line or tunnel, which were the 2 things I desperately needed. I'm going to have to do this then. And that, which sucks, really. I wanted another... really wanted another line there. But I don't think I can afford to wait an entire week to see if one shows up. I mean, on the one hand, you could say this mode is realistic because lines tend to be permanent in the real world. On the other hand, you tend to know where the stations are going to be in the real world. They don't build a station and then think, oh crap, how are we going to connect this to the subway network? Just like Dorf, you'll never get the piece you need, says Harry. It does seem to be turning out that way. Okay, we have a station over here. We have 0 tunnels right now. So we need tunnels. We cannot progress without tunnels, because we can't delete the tunnels we've used. Okay, we do get tunnels. Kind of want it to be a new line, but it can't be. So, tunnel with that one. I'll put a second train on blue. Feel like we're going to need it. Why is the train? There's a train in this square station. It's not moving. Oh, there we are. That's probably better for that to be yellow rather than red. Starting to see some overcrowding. I might get a line and then try and run it between some existing stations that are getting crowded. See if that helps. It's just, it sucks that we can't change the lines, but obviously that's the whole point of this game mode. That's overcrowded. Wait, didn't I put 2? Oh no, I put 2 on red. I didn't put 2 on yellow. Yeah, we need 2 trains on yellow. Ren says that would be pretty extreme too. Trains break down and can't be moved or replaced. Yes, exactly. Okay, we don't get offered a line. I was offered a line once and I didn't take it, and I clearly should have done. I've got to take tunnels in case stations spawn on this island, which I'm sure they will. That is awful. But you end up with these really long, thin lines rather than nice, efficient... oh god, there's a station here. Yeah, you end up with stupid lines that make no sense. Like this. Which is obviously wrong. So I think this mode is more frustrating than anything else. I think this might actually be better done with red than blue, because blue, everything's going to be wasting time over there now. But I would like another line that would just go to existing stations to help alleviate problems. We did not get line once again. Okay, I think I'm going to have to put 3 trains. I'm trying to save my trains in case I could use them on a new line, but I'm going to have to put another train on red. Probably going to have to put another train on yellow and blue as well. A train coming there. It just offered me another line. This would be more under control. Okay. Train. Okay, yellow is under control for now. Blue is under control for now. Wait, no, it isn't. Wait, yes, it is. Okay, I think we can survive till the next. No, we can't. Hang on. Okay, I'm going to have to put another train here. This stupid loop-de-loop on blue has really hurt me. Interesting, the blue trains are slowing down at the crossing. Yes, I did mention that on a previous level. Trains have to slow down at crossings, even if it's the same line. Right, we got the other line. I'm going to do... that to try and alleviate congestion. It should have a yeah. I should have gone to that triangle. I'll go to that triangle. It should have a triangle on it. That I was afraid of. Got to put blue there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't mean to bypass that station, which I've done there. That was a mistake. Ugh. Silly game. Okay, we've reached 1,000, which is more than I thought we would. I think I chose one of the easier levels to do this on, fortunately. I'll extend this with grey rather than making the blue loop-de-loop any worse. Oh, it's a unique station. That was a bad idea. Okay, let's put another train on grey. Oh wait, that's not picking up. Oh, because bypassing that triangle was a huge mistake. Yeah. The grey train doesn't pick up for triangle because there's no triangle on grey. I suppose if I put a triangle there, now there's a triangle on grey. But it's miles away. I think we've just lost. Oh, it still didn't pick up. Why did you not pick up? There's triangles. 11:34. Stupid game, makes no sense. How did we do on the leaderboard? Bottom 45%. Okay, apparently it being extreme mode doesn't stop you getting to 2,000. Good to know. Tibago has a question for Emma. Two trains are driving toward one another. The first train leaves the circle at 5 AM travelling 60 miles per hour. The second train leaves the square at 7 AM travelling at 70 miles per hour. And the distance between the circle and square is 455 miles. What is the exact time that the collision will occur at the hand egg? Well, fortunately in this game, trains on the same line can just pass straight through each other. They don't collide. This game doesn't make you deal with signalling and double two-way lines and all that nonsense like games like OpenTTD and Factorio do. And I'm very grateful for that. It's stressful enough as it is. So the answer is there won't be a collision at the hand egg. Unless you mean during the game of hand egg, in which case there may well be collisions on the pitch. Also, these are metro systems, Tibago. These are not intercity services. I don't know what metro area you're thinking of that's 455 miles between stations. Maybe Japan is at that stage now, I'm not sure. Izzy says, given that we don't know what position between the two the hand egg is, the question is impossible to answer. Well, it isn't because... Well, if you've got two trains travelling at two speeds and you know the distance of the line, there is a fixed time when they will collide. We don't know that the collision will happen right at the hand egg station, but the question tells us it will. So, yeah, you could work it out if you really wanted to. I'm just saying that the answer is it won't happen because in this game there are no collisions. But yeah, if you're going 60 miles an hour and you leave at 5 AM, then by 7 AM you've done 120 miles. So you are 335 miles from the square station when the train leaves the square station. So then you have the time given at time t. The distance between the trains is 335 minus 130t, and then you solve for t equals 0, and then you add that number of that amount of time to 7 a.m. to get the time that the collision occurs. I can't be asked to do the maths, but that's that's how you would solve it. You would form a linear equation and solve it for distance equals 0. And then I was expecting the they don't answer not live maths. Hey, listen, I can do live maths if you want, but I should point out I'm a botanist, not a mathematician or a physicist. That might be a better question for Tofu's stream. Tofu would actually go through the numbers with you, I'm sure. Thank you for using the Ask Emma, though. That's the first time we've had the sound alert on the Ask Emma redeem. I hope you liked it. Okay, I think we've just about got time for one more game. I'm going to come out of endless mode. Not endless mode, extreme mode. There's one thing I haven't tried, which is that some of these have, like London 1960 as like an alternate version of London. I'm going to try that, and then we'll end the stream. Different style. The river is actually labelled. It says River Thames. Is this what the 1960s tube map looked like? I honestly don't know. I figured it had always been pretty much the same. It's nice that we can move the lines again, though. That's a welcome return of line moving. It was very nice. I was looking for stupid train questions, but nothing was funny. I know that feeling. The 1960 tube map did indeed label the river like that. Okay. Thanks for sharing, Izzy, and points to this game for historical accuracy. Something that's been lacking from some of our recent games. Looks like the station's still working pretty much the same way. We're still going to have square as an interchange. The colour scheme is slightly off, but that's probably dark mode's doing. Yeah, I mean, well, we're on the London level, so I'm familiar with the line colourings for the London tube map. And yeah, some of the lines are new, but quite a lot of the lines have been there for decades, if not centuries at this point. Well, a century. So I know Circle is yellow. Bakerloo is brown. There is an orange one. I can't remember what it is, but if I was making colours for London, I would probably start with red for Central Line. There is a green line. But yeah, nowadays there's pretty much every colour is used for a line, including purple for the Elizabeth line. Purple was actually the most recent colour to be added, and I'm disappointed it wasn't added sooner. Jubilee was grey. Northern is black. But I know there's a blue one as well, and a pink one, and I can't remember what they're called. And then the modern map has things like the Docklands Light Railway on as well, which is not actually part of the tube network. Yeah, orange is the overground on the modern maps, that's right. Which, again, is not actual tube lines, it's the normal railway, but they decided to put it on the map. Yeah, I would probably have made this red instead of orange if I was choosing some colours for this game. I don't know if the colours are different in dark mode, actually. Can I change it? I can. Apologies for the flashbang. No, it's the same colours even if you're in light mode. Brown is Metropolitan. Oh, I thought Metropolitan was pink and Bakerloo was brown. Okay, now I'm curious. Yeah, Metropolitan is like a purplish pink. And Bakerloo is brown. Yeah, it's a while since I went to London, but I did think I'd remembered those. Okay, now I'm trying to look up London tube lines whilst also playing the game. Yes. Circle is yellow. District is green. That's it. That's the one I couldn't remember. District is green. Bakerloo is brown. Central is red. Docklands is like a teal colour. But also Waterloo and City is teal. But Docklands is like just a line, not a solid line. Hammersmith is pink. Jubilee is grey. Metropolitan is pinkish purple. Northern is black. Piccadilly is blue. Victoria is lighter blue. Elizabeth line is purple, but that's not part of the actual tube network because that goes all the way to Reading, I think. But it has a deep level tunnel through the centre of London, like a new deep level tunnel was the big thing. So it's underground for part of the way. Right, see, I don't know this level of knowledge for any other tube, subway, metro network in the world. But London's is so iconic. I've sort of seen the map enough times. Metropolitan's maroon. Yes, that's the word I was looking for to describe the colour, Danny. Maroon. Thank you. Okay. Harry has looked up the 1960s colours and confirmed that there were fewer lines back then, but I think the lines that were there are the same colours as they are now. Proper pink is Hammersmith and City, yes. I like visiting London but could never live there, says Izzy. And Tibago says, I only went to London once, I'm never going back. Unfortunately, I have to go to London once a year for to see a endocrinologist in order to continue receiving hormone replacement. If I was being treated by the NHS, I would only have to go to Exeter, which is much more convenient for me, but I'm not and probably never will be at this rate. I don't like London either. London is far too big and crowded, and you know me, I'm autistic. I don't like crowds of people or loud noises, the usual. Okay, let's actually use the green line here. We might as well have the green, red and yellow lines all sharing a bit, because that's what happens on the real map. Oops. Hello, Impish Kate. Welcome in. Impish Kate says, been having a very difficult week, but I've been watching your VODs and they've brought a lot of comfort and distraction for me. I'm so glad you're enjoying them, Kate, and it's good. Glad that you caught one live as well. It's really good to see you. We'll be wrapping up in probably around 10 minutes. Honestly, if it wasn't a Sunday, I'd be tempted to go longer for this stream, but I do have work tomorrow, so I do need to wrap up. But I'm glad you were able to catch the stream, Kate. I hope the weeks get easier for you soon. Let's put another train on there. Another train there. Izzy says the Tyne and Wear Metro has two lines, so it's easy to remember. There's a green one and a yellow one. Yes. And Bristol is even easier to remember. We don't have a metro system. We have some guided busways. That's the biggest commitment to public transport they've been willing to make. Danny says, and blue isn't metro. It's used for the new Northumberland line in Tyne and Wear. El Tibago says, I has a steam train. Yes, you live in North Wales. You don't live in a big enough place to need a metro system, certainly. Izzy says, speaking of, I'll be in London for a night in March, but I'll be busy doing stuff, so not likely to have any free time at all. Fair enough. Yes, there are, well, annoyingly, given that Somerset used to have a very, very extensive rail network during, well, up until the 1960s, partly because of the coal mining here, we had a particularly extensive rail network. But even just in general, before the 1960s, the UK had very good rail networks. But it was all closed down because roads were the future and we built motorways instead. And it's depressing how little of it has been saved. There is a heritage line near me, but it's only half a mile long. It's on the old Somerset and Dorset railway, which went all the way from Bath to Weymouth. But yeah, that's the only bit of it that's still running trains. They can't even extend it because there's a tunnel that was used as a landfill, so they can't go there anymore. There is also the East Somerset Railway, which is a bit of an old line. But the only reason that was still open is because it was like used as a branch line to a quarry. So yeah, we also have steam trains here, Teabago. Harry says we have a good bus network in and around the town centre and to the next town and the nearest cities. Yeah, see, we don't even have good bus network. There is one bus route from where I live, and they keep cutting back on the services. And yeah, you have to go to Bath or Bristol to get a train. As Harry knows, it's not a good journey to have to make in rush hour on a Friday night. I think the heritage line is about 10 miles here, says T-Bill. Yeah, Wales has done relatively well for rail heritage lines, I think. Heritage Railway nearest us here is a 4-mile return trip. Yeah. When I visit again, I'll likely take an earlier train. Yeah, I mean... It's annoying that the public transport here is not better, but you know, what can I say? Don't blame me, I didn't vote for us to prioritise roads above all else, etc, etc. I'll try not to get political tonight. Teabago is considering flying, I think, to get here, because it would be cheaper than the train. And would also be more convenient once you get here, because Bristol Airport is closer. Bristol Airport is my side of Bristol, whereas the station is... I mean, technically Bath is closer. Bath Station is closer than Bristol Station. But anyone coming from the north would have to change train to get to Bath. It'd be alright if you're coming from London. But the airport is actually relatively close to me. But yeah, I personally don't fly for environmental reasons, but it does seem silly that flying is cheaper than train. Which Teabago says apparently it is. I haven't really been paying attention to this game, by the way. This should really be a loop. I have been distracted by chat. Probably be... Yeah, we should be doing this a bit better. Let's make this a... That doesn't need to go to square because there's already a square. Let's make that a loop. Like that. Imagine being distracted by chat. You can't imagine it, can you? Doop. No, I want you to go there. And there. There we go. And then we'll have another line. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of... that's no good. I'm out of... I'm out of tunnels. Okay, need to pick a tunnel soon. If we're going for London realism, I suppose we ought to have several interchange stations, the equivalent of like Paddington and King's Cross. Okay, yeah, I need to pick some tunnels. Can. Danny says flying a bit cheaper from here too. Tibago says, because of where I am now, it's probably easy by train now. Before I was nearer to Manchester Airport. Yeah, that's the point. Yes, Tibago has moved since then. I'm going to blame distraction from chat for the fact that I'm not doing very well at this game, I think. Or maybe it's just late and I'm tired. 1 hour 5 minutes instead of 4 hours 30 minutes. Faster even when you consider the time sentence security. Yeah, faster for sure. But like thinking about it, it doesn't make sense that it's cheaper to fly through the air than to just get on a vehicle and roll to your destination. Like, it doesn't make sense that it's cheaper. I know why it is. It's complicated. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, I refuse to fly for environmental reasons, but I recognise that is a personal choice, and I don't suggest that anyone else has to make that choice. Okay, please give me another tunnel. Thank you. Okay, maybe do a slightly more sane layout now. Come back. We don't need to go to there. We can interchange there. Probably get away without interchanging the grey one there as well. Go there. Don't need to go to circle twice. We need to go to circle once though. Hang on, what's this doing? Go to circle. Hang on, don't lose. Please don't lose. Be nice. Driving is slowest. Yes, driving is the slowest. Which is, it's a shame that we prioritise cars in this country. Hammy says, looks like the one-way trip via plane is more expensive than round-trip train for me, but it would be faster. Yeah, maybe it's different for you then, Hammy. But yeah, as Easy says, it's cheaper for her. Way cheaper to do for me, but less than 50 quid, but would involve 8 AM flights both ways. Sammy's going on her first flights this month. Going to America, so only practical way there. Yes, I'm not suggesting you take a train to America. In fact, I'm more suggesting don't go to America at all, I think would be my opinion on that, at least not for the next 4 years. Certainly I, as a transgender person, will not be going to America anytime soon. Prior to the most recent presidency, I would have said go to America with caution and only go to a blue state, but now I would say don't go to any of them because federal level now it's a problem. Izzy says, unfortunately Sammy's girlfriend is in the US and is also transit, sucks for her. Okay, yeah. I guess trying to bring her to this country would be difficult. We're not making it easy to immigrate here. And also, it's not like things are particularly great for trans people here either. They're good by comparison to the US. Okay, this should really be a loop, so let's close that. There's another train on it. Give you another carriage. Izzy says we're at the point of if we win the Euro Millions, we're sponsor. Yeah, I just obviously that doesn't need to be interchange. Yeah, it doesn't. It shouldn't need to be necessary that we have to try and rescue people from developed countries. Like, why is that a thing? But it is. About to lose. We've looked into it, not really doable right now. Return to near an Emma from new location by trains like 60. Also, trains are cool. Yes. I realise that's like an autism thing, but even outside of that, I think everybody should just agree that trains are cool. Wait, shit, I've lost. Hang on. Why? Oh, I should have put another carriage on that train. That's why. Never mind. We got 11:38. So does this have separate leaderboards to the normal? Okay, it does. Yeah, so it has a separate leaderboard. It also has separate challenges. Interesting. So no more than one tunnel. Well, we use more than one tunnel. Exactly average on that one. Fair enough. Okay, Dustin did it. Sorry, Alice is Dustin's name now. Alice did it. And scored more than me. Harry has not tried the alternate. So Paris also has one. You have to score 1,000, which I haven't. New York has one. You have to score 1,000. I think those are the only levels that have alternate versions. Let me just check. Yeah, it looks like they do. Okay. Well, that's convenient. We were going to end there. I'm on the fence whether to do another stream of this or not. There are still plenty more maps. I'm aware that they're all kind of the same. Like it's the same game. I'm certainly going to play it more off stream. I'll have a think about it. Next week will either be this game or Mini Motorways, which is similar to this but using roads instead of trains. But we will end things there for now. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for the follow we had today. Thank you, Rooney, for the raid. Thank you, Ren, for the resub. Tier 2 resub as well. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Thank you to everybody who chatted. Before from Manchester, I was looking at a weird flight via Guernsey. Okay, that's strange that works out, but sure. If overcrowding caused stations to close in real life, Waterloo would be screwed. Yeah, and also, like, think about it logically. If your network is overcrowding, the last thing you want to do is start closing stations. That would just make the problem worse. Thank you for the stream. It's been fun. No problem, Danny. Thank you so much for being here. If everybody sticks around for just a few more minutes, we will be doing a raid. If anyone has suggestions for where we raid to, please do share them. I'm just having a look at who's on. Sunday's always tricky. Birdsky is always on, but she's not on till like 1 AM my time because time zones. So much as I'd like to hang around for Birdsky, don't think I'll be able to. It's Orzel's birthday. Okay, I don't think it's actually Orzel's birthday. I think it was Orzel's birthday last week, but I think this is her birthday stream. Yeah, reading birthday cards. Okay, we could go there. That would be definitely a thing we could do. Alhuno is also live. But we raided Alhuno last week from this stream. So we'll go to Orzel today. That seems like a good idea. Get that set up. Thank you for the suggestion. Orzel does a lot of co-working streams. So I tend to only raid co-working people when they're doing other things. But yeah, today looks like she's looking at her birthday cards and then doing some knitting. Most people viewing my stream will probably be going to bed soon. So good place to wind down, perhaps. Danny says Telenogu do raid. Okay, let me I'll at least put a link. I'm sure Tally doesn't click on links either, but maybe somehow you can make it to the stream and say hi to Orzel, even if you're not actually part of the raid. I'm gonna start. Well, let's do the messages first. So, if you would like to leave a raid message in chat on Orzel's stream, I encourage you to do so. Here is the message to use if you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, then use any emotes you like, but here are some dancing dinosaurs. Feel free to replace those with your own emotes or the emotes of someone else you're subscribed to. If you're not subscribed to this channel, that's absolutely fine. And we are raiding Orzel's place. Oh wow, and last minute gift sub from Izzy. Thank you so much for gifting to Danny. That is very generous of you, Izzy. So there is the raid. I will be back next Friday. We will be starting Lingo. It's a puzzle game. It's a rule discovery puzzle game, a bit like The Witness. It's also been compared to Antichamber, and it's word based. So I'm really looking forward to that. Be a bit different from what we've been doing. Saturday, I think I'm going to do the Teeny Tiny Trains DLC. They've pushed another update which has fixed some of the bugs, although not all of them. So, and I was gifted a key for the DLC. So that's something, it was mentioned, I mentioned it before on Discord, I think, that I wanted to do. So Teeny Tiny Trains DLC on Saturday, and back here, same time, same place next week. Probably mini motorways. I'll see if I want to do that or this game, but some sort of game starting with mini and involving transport. And until then, thank you all very much for watching. Thank you, Izzy, for the gift sub, and bye for now.